My mom just like is like, "Hey, we're getting pizza for dinner," and I can send like
Just
quack
time
dicks
for me
pog.
to unmute there. Always how it is. Hi everyone, welcome back to Heroes Give Chase, our wonderful D&D show, and for some reason everything is in the wrong position. Why has that happened? I think Discord has done a weird thing and repositioned itself in some way, shape or form. So forgive me for a second.
Unlucky.
Yes, forgive me for a
Never
second, everyone.
lucky.
Let me see if what happens if I change to here. Nope, it's just done that today. Alright, so Discord's changed its stuff around, so I'm going to fix that as we go. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I am Tetcher. I am here as usual as your Dungeon Master. And while I fit to give me some time to fix the cameras, would everyone like to introduce themselves? Starting whatever order they want.
Hi everyone, I'm Jinxie Cat. You know me as Wolf during the game, and I am so excited that you guys are all here.
And I'm actually glad that I made it. My name is Kendrick. I am playing Sir Leonhard von Griva in-game. Currently having internet issues at my apartment, so I'm at my parents' place, so forgive the slightly worse sound quality and video quality, but I'm glad I made it. Last week I couldn't make it, so I was like, there's no way I'm gonna miss twice, so here we are.
Okay, I think I have worked out what the problem might be, and I'm going to attempt to fix it via incredibly wonky means. So who is next?
My name is Crone.
That didn't
I
work.
play Kaizan, and yeah, that's my intro. Good intro.
I'm Faye. I play Shavati, and I stream.
Alright, so yeah, if everyone could give me a second while I work out what on earth has happened and attempt to fix it. I apologise to everyone at home while I attempt to fix whatever the hell has happened here.
It's not a real D&D show if there are not some technical issues in the beginning anyways, so...
Isn't that like how like all the other D&D shows start? Like everyone just...
Exactly, right?
I mean, there's one classic D&D show that starts with a lot of swearing, but we're mostly family friendly, so we try to avoid that. So yes, we'll just do a classic thing for once of just say, what's everyone been up to the past week? As once again, we did miss an episode due to the fact of Kendrick's internet issues, and we try to keep everything mostly stable here. So what has everyone been up to the past week?
Well, I just noticed and realized how boring a life without internet is, yet again. Always like, you have that mindset where you're like, okay, so I can't use the computer. Why don't I just have a good time watching some Netflix or TV? Oh, wait, that's internet too. Damn it. So slowly but surely you're running out of options, like what to do, and you realize how dull your life is without it, man. So,
You're to like read books.
exactly.
Reading?
Read books.
Who does
eat
that?
stuff, right?
Who even does that? Alright, who else? Because I'm nearly done. I've worked out how to fix it at least.
Yesterday, Faye and I went to the zoo. That was pretty
Nice.
cool.
Nice.
I saw
Saw some
that.
animals. Yeah.
What was your favourite animal?
Well, okay. My favorite picture, not necessarily my favorite animal. My favorite picture that I took was one of a turtle that when it saw me, like literally his face turned into like a PogChamp emote. So I got a picture of that one.
Saw that one.
It was really cool. My favorite animal overall probably Arctic fox. I just
Oh,
like the
good choice.
aesthetic.
Adorable.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
There
I
was
saw a
a
bunch of
gorgeous
them.
bobcat.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that. It was cute.
There's also
Um,
a peacock that kept following us around.
It's a
Yep.
sign.
There's peacocks just wandering around the zoo, just chilling. They didn't give a fuck. They just like kept like hopping over random fences to like other animals, like near where the animals' areas were. It was pretty interesting.
Just saying
There's, like, on the
peacock
place.
saying hi to a lion.
Yeah, pretty much.
Peacocks are mean, man. Like,
Usually.
yeah, like
But they're
big
good
birds
looking.
are really mean. They're beautiful. We have a really, really fancy like bird house at the Phoenix Zoo, and you can go in, like all the animals like walk around, and the people there are really cool, and they give you lots of information and stuff. But there's a peacock that walks around, and like I think it's just conditioned at this point because children are terrible. Anytime like kids walk up to it, it fluffs its tail and makes like a I don't know, weird like noise and scares the children away, and everyone's like, yeah, that peacock's just a jerk. I mean, I
Fair
think it's
enough.
hilarious, but like moms don't.
Alrighty, I have
Reminds me
fixed.
there
I
was
have,
so many loud kids on our kids yesterday.
all right, I have fixed the
know.
cameras only on this screen, so it means we're only going to be playing on this screen tonight. I really have no idea what's happened. I'll try and fix before the next show, but for now. Everyone, for starters, once again, thank you to the dog lady for sending more art. As you saw in the loading screen, we now have everyone's art up, which is really cool. If any of you have any to send us, then please do. We're all on Twitter. Then send it there, or join Discord below this stream. But overall, we would love to see anything. Doesn't matter what level or what it's about, as long as it's related to the game in general. We'd all love to see it. But unless there's any business anyone wants to take care of before we begin,
I'm gonna pay for that person who sends in the first Sir Leonhard nude. like a nice lewd picture or something. I'm gonna pay for that.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. What's the bounty on that?
You know what? Double digit at least.
Okay, there you go. At least a double-digit bounty for the first nude Leonhard.
Doesn't have to be nude, just lewd. That
Nude
also suffices.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll add $25 to that pot. $25 to what Hendrik is.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is going to become a very
It could
different
be, like,
campaign.
let's be honest. Like we all ship Woof and Leonhard at this point. They're gonna get married. I can see it.
As a reminder, I
He's a good
implement
dog.
the fade to black rule in this stream. If anything of that nature happens. But for now, in that case,
Before the end of this stream, God bless your mother.
we are going to head into episode 3 a week late. But we have Kendrick. He has traveled distance to be here to play today.
One entire hour.
One whole hour.
Wow, that's
that
a
is
lot. Like
commitment,
in
yeah.
Europe, like you guys don't travel that much, right?
That's true, actually. Every time I talk to Americans or Canadians or whatever, they're like, what? 1 hour, 2 hours? That's nothing. But we're in Europe here with short distance. We're so spoiled.
Yeah. It's crazy. I'm like, 30-minute drive to the shop. That's too far, man. I'll just order online. Alright, so, before we get any more distracted, let us do a quick recap. Last time, after you had all fended off a small goblin attack from the on the town of Gomel, under the leadership of Sir Leonhard von Grieve, you he recruited you all to assist in clearing up the goblin menace that has been assaulting the town of Gomel. You started doing this by trying to find yourself also a cart that you could leave the town with. To do so, you went to the farm, and after slaying a very large elk that had managed to get itself tangled up in the wood and was causing a lot of damage, you guys were able to requisition a cart for a pretty severe discount. It was a pretty good deal, despite Leonhardt's displeasure at not getting it for free. You guys got this, and then you all packed up, left Buddy to collect the cart for when you return and prepare it for you leaving. You visited Captain Harry of the guards. Very nearly started an incident that would have maybe got one of you thrown in jail. Slightly embarrassed, Leonhardt very gracefully let Captain Harry win in arm wrestling.
I'm glad you caught that. Yes.
And you guys then, after being paid, I'm pretty sure he paid you beforehand. He was
No, we didn't get any money.
I don't think you paid us yet.
Didn't pay you?
Mhm.
Fair enough.
Nope.
Well, in that case, either way, you were requisitioned and sent off into the woods, where you proceeded to very effectively, thanks to some great rolls from Kaizan, track the goblins, including knowing exactly how many they were, where you proceeded to strategically and methodically pick them off out in the woods, a couple at a time, very effectively, taking almost no damage. Once you were caught off guard, where a goblin proceeded to set up a trap using the corpse of two of his allies as bait. he decided to take you all on 4 versus 1. It went well for him. He died, as did his friends. You guys then proceeded, after picking off the rest of the goblins, you headed to the goblin encampment, where you picked off 2 more goblins, standing at the entrance via a fantastic Leonhardt bait. And you headed into the camp, into the burrow, where, as you can see on the screen, you did great battle with the Nilbog and his goblin brethren, where there were difficulties had killing the Nilbog, because he's really hard to hit. Much praise was given to the Nilbog that day. But as Woof was sitting there with confusion in his head, unable to make the attack, Kaizan landed the first hit on the Nilbog, forcing it to burn its reverse of fortune. Seeing the opportunity, Leonhardt was able to strike down the beastly goblin. And that is where we left off last session. So, our heroes, what do you wish to do?
We didn't really do any looting, I think, so...
You have not.
I guess that would be a smart thing to just start with. Of course, Leonhardt won't touch this vile creature.
Okay, so in that case, please, whoever would like to loot the corpses, we're just going to do it in general, as a sake of time. Please make me an investigation check. I'll either let 2 people make an investigation check, or 1 person with advantage.
I'm decent at investigating.
I am not, nor do I care about items, so... Might be my own investigation check for, like, I don't know, like a nice rock or like something to chew on.
You can make your own check for that.
Shavaria is interested in investigating the Nilbog, so...
Okay, he would be part of the regular one, so once again, you can either make 1 roll yourself and someone else make 1, or you can take 1 with advantage.
Oh my goodness!
Woof, you're able to find some really nice bones that were left from clearly a meal that had just been cooked over one of the campfires.
Nice.
Like, the best bones. You taste them,
boy.
they still got a bit of meat on them. It's delicious.
Oh boy, this will be so good for traveling.
Alright, so how do you, the rest of you want to
How
handle
are
it?
we doing this?
We can just both roll.
Doing it? Okay.
Complete
One
opposite.
other person. Kaizan. Okay. Well, tell you what, I'm gonna say Leonhardt can roll as well because Woof rolled so well.
Okay.
We'll take a 3rd roll on top of it just to see if
I'll
that
try to be
Nice.
the conductor, and I'll be like, yeah, you
Yes,
look
just pointing, just
yeah,
like
you
look
check
under
this
that.
pocket.
Yes,
Mhm.
without touching anything.
Like knock over a geode full of precious diamonds. And I'm like, oh, a rock's in the way. Well, look at this. Oh.
Alright,
Not too
18 on
bad.
Leonhardt. Alright, so we're under the direction of Leonhardt and Woof dislodging everything while attempting to look for cool bones and stuff to chew on. Overall, you are, and once again, you guys can sort this and collect this how you wish. You're able to find a carved wooden staff. You can see it's this is the Nilbog staff. It has a couple small bells on the end of it. It's looks usable as a weapon. Still, it also looks relatively well charged. It was clearly stolen from something. There's a very fancy looking leather belt with what looks like a silver buckle on the front of it.
Does that have an icon or a symbol?
It does not. It is a rounded buckle with a small dragon pattern around the outside.
Leonhardt, if no one else objects, will just grab this belt very quickly.
Okay. Who's taking the staff, if anyone? Whoever wants to take down loot can take down loot. If you don't write it down, you don't have it. Simple as.
Does this staff feel like it has any kind of arcane to it?
Okay, roll Arcana, but as a heads up, Arcana checks are not detect magic. There's a very small chance you might be able to spot something like arcane runes, but that doesn't mean it's magical. But with that roll, you can tell it's not magical. It's just a really nicely carved staff.
Okay.
Could maybe pawn it for a bit. There's an iron helmet. Looks a little used, but it definitely is serviceable. Definitely still in good use. Would still be useful to anyone who required a helmet or wanted to buy a helmet. There is a bronze cloth hunter's cap. So it is a more bronze patterned cloth. Sort of a Robin Hood style of hat in general, if you've seen that. Looks quite nice. There's an iron necklace with no stones, but once again the pattern on it is very nice. Looks more Nordic in design if we were going by modern day descriptions.
Nice.
While you're as you're once again searching through the Nilbog, Shivari, you said you were looking through that. Even with the nat one, I'm letting Leonhardt's roll pull you up a bit. You're able to find a rolled up scroll.
Is anybody taking the staff?
If you want it, go for it.
If you guys don't
Really?
have it, I'm gonna take it.
It's a stick.
Yeah.
It's a stick, yeah. I like it's
Oh,
beautiful.
God.
I'm like, hey,
Yes, there's a roll.
not
there's a
chewing in style.
Yeah, there's a rolled up scroll. And there are 2 vials of what look to be a lighter grey liquid. And followed by 2 things which you can easily recognize to be standard healing potions.
There are 2 of them.
2 regular healing potions and 2 grey vials. Separate things.
Yep. All right.
I would grab one of those healing potions.
Okay, you take 1.
To all the non-collected stuff, Kaizan would just collect the rest of it and carry it.
Okay, you've written it all down.
Yeah.
And everyone has said what they are taking.
Shafari would like to look at the scroll.
Okay, you
Look
can
at-
open it up. I'll let your Arcana check pass onto that, because natural 20. You're able to discern it pretty easily. It is a scroll of colour spray.
Okay. You will put that
Nice.
into her bag.
Okay.
You said the staff wasn't magical, correct?
It was not magical from what Shivari could.
Okay. Right. That's what I was thought.
Also, Kaizan will walk up to the Nilbog, pick up the hat, kind of look at it, and just like tear the hat in half and throw it back in the ground.
Hat. You rip the hat in half and throw it to the floor.
Oh, hey, that was kind of nice.
No, it was stupid hat after all. Did not like it. Do we think that there is anything else among this area that they would have stashed somewhere? Perhaps we could look around here as well before we go.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Goblins are known to be greedy creatures. Sometimes they hoard stashes, right?
Perhaps so.
I don't know anything about goblins. I read that a dragon does that in my book.
Did you?
Yes.
Well, perhaps goblins and dragons share tendencies.
I could see that. You know, they have a striking resemblance.
Okay.
All right. So Leonhard would then just walk around, peacock stride as per usual, and just very, very generally, very chiefly just inspect everything, like with the nose up, and be like, "Oh yeah, that could be interesting."
So, what in particular are you looking for? Because you've done a general search of the corpses.
Looking for like treasure chests, little boxes, maybe something that could resemble having shinies or valuables inside.
So just doing a general scan of the room.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we'll
Yeah,
make this one
Kaizan
a perception check.
Kaizan will look inside each one of these like huts or buildings or whatever that they are.
Okay.
I'll help look
ma-
for this stuff.
You can make an investigation check for looking inside buildings, and you can help look for. Are you just helping scout the
Ooh.
room, or
Damn,
you helping
20.
Amazing,
Kaizen?
man.
I'll help Leonhardt. Help
Okay.
Leonhardt so he can have like not a 5.
Okay, so Leonhardt, you have advantage.
Or maybe
Okay.
it's a 5.
So I'm just gonna
maybe
do
it's
another
fine. Maybe
roll,
it's
then.
worse. Who knows? Well, it's a
Exactly.
minimum of 5. And burning all your nat 20s at the start would have been really useful in the fight week before last.
I know, 3 nat 20s so far.
15
Oof.
perception. All right, so you're able to so with that skirting of the room, Leonhardt and Woof, you're able to find in this back area up the top that there is a large gate, and inside appears to be a lot of crates. They look human or dwarven in nature, and you can see a couple of them have lids off, and they appear to be full of food.
I'm not confused
Well-
anymore, right? I can get rid of this insignia.
Yeah, you're not confused anymore. Once he dies, the concentration disappears.
That's what I figured.
What kind of food are we talking about here? Is it actually
It looks
delicious
like the
stuff,
food
or...
that was taken from the town. So the storerooms of corn
Okay.
and grain and stuff like that.
So it's actually decent quality stuff, not just some goblin mush.
I mean, it's probably going to end up being made into goblin mush, but, well, not anymore, but that was probably the plan. And Kaizan, searching through the tents before we jump to the others, you're able to, throughout some of the goblins' personal belongings, you're able to find a couple small weapons, like there's 2 daggers, not the best quality, look pretty rough, pretty used. You're able to find 8 gold total. And you are also able to find what appears to be a painter's kit in what appears to be the biggest tent at the back, which looks like it belongs to the Nilborg, and several bells.
Alright.
So what are the others?
Oh, we could give these food, or Leonhardt, you can give this food back to the people, and they'll be so happy, and they'll love you.
While it is nice to be loved by actually meaningful people, yes, I think we can give the peasants back their food and bathe ourselves a little bit in glory. Yes, Woof, you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Oh, people are gonna be so happy, guys.
So there is a gate in the way of the food store.
Is it locked?
It looks pretty locked. There's not exactly a padlock around it, but there's several loops of a rope wrapped around it.
Is it wooden or is it like
It's
metal?
Wooden string.
Would it be locked if I charged into it and broke a piece with my super special stick?
We can only find out.
I mean, that's all there is we can do. I don't see any other way around this.
You know what? Leonhardt is going to instigate Woof a little bit and gonna motivate him to just break off that door. That gate.
Okay. We'll treat this as help, as you are within 5 feet of Woof. So, Woof, you have advantage on an athletics check. You're no longer raging.
Okay, yeah.
But you have advantage anyway. Easy.
Oh!
Woof crashes through the fence. It was way less resistant than he expected, and falls into one of the crates. It doesn't split open, but a little bit of what was corn inside it just knocks over the side, and Woof's just on the floor covered in corn.
Just grab it and I'm like, Emmy didn't like it when I did this because the door was sometimes cold. Okay, I got it, Sir Leonhardt.
Is everything okay over there?
Amaze me. Sometimes you do amaze me.
We found corn.
Okay. Guess I goes back to looking through the huts.
Shivari, what are you doing?
She has taken a seat and is just chilling.
All right.
Recovering from the fight. Now
Okay.
that the adrenaline has worn off a little.
So, general question to the group at large. How do you intend to get this food back?
Well, the peasants can, of course, take care of that themselves, right? Are we their delivery boys? We can give them the directions. We can
We
even
could put it on the
provide them with
cart.
our
We could go
cart
get
that
the. We
we
could
are
go
going
get
to
the
get.
cart and put it on. Because the cart's on the road, right? Like we took the cart over here. Or did we walk?
You walked. You left Buddy with the
Yeah,
car.
well,
Oh,
we
that's
get the
right.
cart as a reward, I think.
No, we paid for the cart, but Buddy went to go get the cart. He
Oh.
was getting it ready.
Yes.
Did we
Well,
already
we
pay
could.
for the cart?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did. Mhm.
Oh. Kazan pipes up and says, maybe we can give that farmer, was he, the location of the food and get back some of our gold, perhaps?
Well, this is for
Absolutely.
all the people.
Oh, yes, just
We
you know,
could take a box back to
promises.
the guards so that they could give it to the right people, and then I guess they'd have to come get it because that was a long walk, and this is a lot of boxes. Maybe they have carts.
There should be carts among them to come get food. Food would be important for them.
I just don't want the people to go hungry because then they'll be sad.
This is true.
You'd be surprised how good of a motivator hunger can be, so I'm pretty sure these people will find a way to get their food back in town.
If we just tell them where it is. they should
Exactly.
be able to
Mhm.
find it.
Yep.
We don't really have the means to take it now, so.
Alright.
I'm gonna
So-
grab one of the crates that seems easy for me to lift that I can make it back through the track and say, well, I'm gonna bring it back to the guards because they'll be so happy.
Okay. There's a small keg
Okay.
barrel that you can lift up. Feels full of something. You wouldn't be able to tell without smashing it open.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
also I found some gold in the tents, so here you each go.
Shinies!
Yes, shinies. And passes 2 gold to everybody.
Oh boy, that's so nice
Nice.
of you. Thank you.
No, you are welcome. Oof.
Alrighty. So I assume you all. Are you going to rest here for the night, or are you going to begin walking back in the dark?
Oof.
Mm. Oh yeah. How long did it take to get here?
I mean, you guys stopped. It took a day and a half to get here.
So yeah, we stopped in kind of theorizing how long it would take if we just like straight journeyed. How long would it take? Like
If
a
you
day?
traveled
Or-
from here right now, you could probably arrive back by maybe 10 a.m.
Alright,
Oof.
probably sleep here then.
This is like a good place to camp. There's like a fireplace set up, and there are tents, and lots of good things to like sniff.
Think we should check the rest of the cave. I think there was another part that we did not check. Just to make sure there is nothing else.
Speaking of sniffing and smelling, what's the smell in this cave like? Leonhard needs to know before he would actually consider sleeping there.
In a word, goblin. In in several words that Leonhardt would appreciate, unwashed, a little bit stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
There's food remains scattered around. As chat says, currently like dead goblin. Little smoky. It's all the cloth is a little bit smoky where fires have been lit inside the cave. It's not the most high ceilinged.
Mm-hmm.
Unpleasant.
Well, in that case, Leonhard would make a suggestion, and he would go, well, you guys, you people can, of course, rest here. I'm going to make camp a little bit outside.
You're
Feel
gonna
free to
sleep
join me.
alone in the woods with the wolves and the squirrels?
Wherever it is that we go, I recommend staying together, so we are not ambushed.
Yeah, that
By
sounds dangerous, Leonhardt.
something.
Well, how bad does it smell near the entrance? Does it make any difference?
Near the entrance? As in, like,
Yeah.
near the entrance to the cave, or near the entrance where you're in the main chamber?
No, to the cave. To the cave.
To the cave.
Like a little bit of fresh air coming
Doesn't
in.
really. There's a tunnel. It smells a bit more earthy there, maybe. But
Okay.
not much better. Definitely better than if you were to be in one of the tents.
Okay. Well, the things you do for companionship, my dear friends, I will stay in here, but only if I get a nice tent. I demand.
Oh, you have the best tent. You could have the Nilbog's tent. It's big, I think.
Hmm.
Listen,
try
Can
to
we
clean it
make
a little.
out the Nilbox tent? Is it like richly
Yes, it
decorated,
is
or
it is the biggest one at the back.
Okay. I would probably check it out and see if he had any perfume and stuff, because he liked to dress nicely. Maybe he had something in there, like a vial or
Okay.
something.
You go and have a look, and it's been pretty much turned over. But you are looking for turned over by Kaizen. But you are looking for specific stuff. So make me an investigation check.
Is it this one that I moved my token
Yes,
to?
it is.
Okay, nice. Investigation. Here we go.
That's the one. 18. There's no perfumes or anything like that. You do find what looks like it could be a perfume bottle. Small vial with a stopper in it. You're also able to find several fine purple clothes and a spare purple hat, all goblin-sized.
Oh, if there's purple hat, I would have ripped it, 100%.
Okay, you find a ripped hat. You're able to find some spare goblin-sized fine clothes, all in purple.
Fine, quote unquote.
No, they're pretty good quality.
Okay. I'm just gonna. Leonhard is going to carefully open the vial and just take a very reluctant sniff. Like,
It's putrid.
oh,
oh my god. Okay, he puts back the lid and just says, "Woof, woof. I need your service."
yes. How can I help?
Okay.
Make my way out.
Good thing I'm still wearing my gloves. Can you take this vial for me, please, and bring it
Yes.
out of this cave somewhere where it can't be found?
Okay. I'm gonna
Thank you. Good boy.
take the vial and. Oh, thank you! Wow, that's so nice of you. My way.
And I'm just
Yeah.
shouting after him, "Don't keep it."
Okay, I will. I promise. I stick it in my pocket.
Do you even attempt to go out the tent and pretend, or as we're
I
going
make my way towards the front of the front of the cave, and as he calls after me, I'm like, yeah, I won't. Okay. And I start thinking, I'm like, he doesn't want me to have it. He doesn't like a lot of the stuff I like, so maybe if he doesn't like it, I'll like it. Sticks it in pocket.
All right. So unless there is any more business for the night, then you will bed down.
I will go to the tent that Leon's at, and I could try to clean it up a little for you. Make it a little bit nicer.
Shivari, how in the heavens did I not think about your very particular set of skills? I would be very adept if you could make this place a little bit nicer indeed.
Alright, I'll try. And then I'll use prestidigitation to try and make it a little bit more clean.
Okay. You clean some of the dirt off the bedroll at least. Overall, it's still pretty much everything is covered in mud and dust. You would need, despite magic, you can, in prestidigitation you can de-soil something. But most of this isn't soiled, it's just shit. So it's everything here is just poor quality and is just dirty by nature. So it's
Well, it does
clean
say
as it
clean
could be.
or soil.
Yes, clean or soil. De-soil is, I would be being shit in terms of wording. Yeah, it's as clean as it can be in here.
Okay. That is her goal.
It still looks a bit like a stable, but it is cleaner.
While you're at it, Shivari, I'm not sure. Could you do anything about that stench? Maybe you do have a spell or some herbs that could make this night a little bit more pleasant for me. You know, it's a very sensitive nose of mine.
I don't think I can really do much to help the smell inside.
Don't you worry about it. You have done so much already. And he points to the hair, is like giving a wink. You've done so much already.
Alright, have a nice night.
You too, Shavati, you too.
All right. So in that
Alright.
case, everyone. Oh yes, was there something, Kai-san?
Say, Kazan will go over to everybody and say, I will take watch.
Okay, I'll go after you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go third, I suppose.
And Leonhard will, as such, go last or sleep in. Alrighty.
No,
so,
I'll go last.
Okay, so Kaizan, make me your perception check. There's enough torches in here that you can light one of them to negate the effects of dark vision if you have it, which I think 2 of you do.
Oof.
Kaizan,
Nice.
as you're sitting giving watch, you repeatedly, throughout the night, think that you see something sneaking through the cave, only to realize that it is shadows created by the flickering flame of the torches. This does make you a little bit paranoid, and I'm going to have to make you make a con save when you go to sleep to see if the paranoia keeps you up, of thinking just like, was there something? Nothing. You're like a
Okay.
Metal Gear guard the entire night, basically. Huh? Probably nothing. Probably nothing. Alright, so maybe a con save as we swap to Woof.
Sure, go with Wolf. And wake Wolf up and say, there may be some things out there. Just keep extra good eye. I'm not
Okay,
sure.
I'll be really
I think there is
vigilant.
something.
Hey, Kaizan.
Yes.
I'm not so good at sleeping by myself. I don't really do this often. Could I come to your tent when I'm done? I promise I'll be really good at watching and I don't take up that much space and I'll just sleep at the end of the bed. And I give him my best puppy dog eyes.
Make a performance check. Roll 20. 5. Interpret that how you wish.
Just like staring at him like Alright. I think that would be of no issue to me.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll be really good. I promise I won't even get in your way or take up all the bed.
Okay, whatever makes you comfortable.
And then I'm gonna go do watch.
Okay, so
Alright,
with perception
make a
check,
count.
Kaizan Khan. You sleep like a baby.
Nice.
You are fine. The shadows don't harass your sleep.
Very, very trusting of Wolf's abilities here.
And Woof's abilities are your trust is well founded. As Woof, you keep an eye out. Nothing
I'm a
appears
good
to
guard
assault
dog.
you during the night. And then, without even waking him up, you crawl into the same tent as Kaizan. Snuggle
Yep.
up and
Yeah.
go to sleep. Actually, waking up Shivari first.
Yeah. I wake up Shivari. Say, hey, no one ambushed in the night, so that's good. Kaizan said there might be spookies, but I think he was just overthinking it. So I'm gonna go give him some comfort. Have a good night, and I'm gonna go into the camp or into his tent.
Good night, Wolf.
Alright, Shivari.
Wonder what?
Don't notice anything coming in or out of the tent. It's the faint drip of water coming down from the ceiling a little bit, but doesn't appear to be anything threatening. Your watch comes to an end.
Go wake up Leonhardt.
Okay.
See how to watch now.
And Leonhard is clearly in the middle of a dream that is just getting him very agitated. He's mumbling something about not the hair, not. And he wakes up, sees Shavati's face, and gives her a smile and says, "Oh, it's my turn, I guess. I shall be on my way." And dons his armor. And as as he leaves the Nilbox tent, does he see Wolf and Kaizen cuddling?
I don't know. Did Wolf, when you headed into the tent, did you redo up the flap? Or Kaizen, was it done up to begin with?
Probably not.
I
Did
just
you
walked
do up the
in.
flap? Then yeah. Actually,
I'm
wasn't
back.
possible-
I Heiden's like laying on the bedroll, and I've got like my back to him, just kind of like pressed up against him real hard. But it's not like I'm not like spooning him or anything.
Alright.
Leonhard, what's your passive perception?
10.
Yeah, you can see.
Okay. So on the way to the entrance of the cave to just check if everything is all right, Leonhard spots the two, and he feels like there's this weird sensation, this weird feeling inside him, and he can't really explain it to himself, but deep down inside he thinks, or he feels like he wouldn't have minded if Wolf actually had come to his tent.
Oh.
So he's like looking at them real quick, not really jealous or anything, but he's like surprised about the fact that he wouldn't have minded if Wolf had done the same to him. So clearly confused about this thought, and just continues watch.
Oh.
Make a perception
Character growth.
Can dig into that later. 18. You keep a wonderful watch. The only thing that moves during the night is a rat that scutters down, catching the smell of dead goblin. Tries to make its way into the tent. Do you let it go, or?
I just let it go. I don't want to have anything to do with it.
Okay. Then you leave it. It starts nibbling on the hobgoblin. As you
Oof.
as you wake up your compatriots for the morning.
Yep. So Leonhard wakes everybody up. He's making a clanking noise with his shield. It's time to wake up, heroes. We have our duty, and we have our glory to be collected. I'm pretty sure the townsfolk will welcome us with open hands and wide open arms. So the glory is ours. Let's make this a beautiful day.
Can I grab my corn bucket? I'm ready to go.
Don't you forget anything. I would hate to get back to this place. Make sure you got everything.
So mechanics-wise, everyone has had a long rest. Everyone is back to full. Gain all your resources back.
Yay, rage.
Rage indeed. Health, rage, second winds, all those lovely things. Action surges, all those lovely, lovely things. Spells for 2 of our party now.
Ooh.
Alright.
I suggest before we go, we should make sure the rest of the cave is empty.
Oh, and don't forget that we set up my trap at the front, so don't step on it.
This is true.
Just so you know, in your search of the cave, you weren't able to find any other exits or entrances other than the one you came in.
Alright.
So it's just this central chamber, as far as you can tell.
Word. Okay, let us be off then.
Yes.
We should be able to get back in a day's time, maybe by about nightfall, maybe a bit before. I should know the path well enough.
Alright.
We set off.
You head out the cave. You carefully step over the hunting trap. Do you wish to disarm it and take it with you?
Yes.
Who
Probably.
would
Yeah.
like to disarm the trap?
Wolf, you said you don't know how to disarm it, or
Usually I just throw a really big rock at it, and then it snaps shut, and I stick it in my pocket. Or in my backpack. It's too big for my pocket.
Kazan looks around for a big rock.
I'd say it's easy enough to find a big rock near a cave.
Gesture to his point. There's one over there, I see.
I'm gonna pick it up and throw it on the part that sets it off,
Okay, just make me a general athletics check.
so I don't miss.
More along the lines of so you don't break it.
Oh,
Low roll
yikes.
breaks in this case. Easy enough. You're easily able to just toss it just the right amount of strength to land it on the mechanism and it clangs sharp with sharp teeth into itself. But doesn't break the mechanism or anything like that. It's definitely reusable. You're able to pull the peg out of the
Alrighty.
ground and it's ready to go.
Yep. I'm gonna stick it in my backpack and say, yeah, I do that for fun sometimes, but that's the only way I know to disarm it.
You set up the trap and throw a rock on it for fun?
Well, what else are you gonna do when you're by yourself in the forest and no one cares about you?
Fair enough, I suppose. We make our entertainment as we see fit.
I'm ready to go back to town, guys. There are lots of nice people there.
Alright, you'll pack up stuff and make your way back to town. Kaizen, I'm just going to have you, as I assume you're leading the way, and I assume someone's helping you, just make me 3
Yes.
survival checks of advantage for the whole journey. And if any of them are
3
low
with
enough,
advantage?
then you will run into stuff. With advantage on all of
Alright.
them, because I assume you're getting help from someone.
Yeah, ask Wolf to help guide.
Yes,
So Wolf
I
can
will help.
keep an eye out as well.
Yes.
Alright,
Nice.
Easy.
nice.
Dang, another crit.
Easy. Yeah, a lot of crits today.
Has everybody rolled a natural 20 at this point?
No, you haven't, and Leon has.
I have.
Have
My
you?
very first, the
Oh,
very
yes, you
first
did.
roll
So
today was a
just
natural
Leon
20.
had.
I have.
Ooh.
Which says a lot about this entire campaign. Yeah, easy enough. It is so successful on the way back that you're able to make a really good time when you arrive back at early evening, like 7, 8 p.m. And you're also able to, on the way, find what appears to be one stray goblin who's walking back with a small hedgehog. Just in a pouch over his shoulder, looking very pleased with his hunt. A swift arrow and eldritch blast through the head puts an end to him on the way.
Is it a live hedgehog or dead hedgehog?
Dead hedge.
Oh!
Dead hog.
Dead hog. Rip.
Rip hedgehog.
No cat just watching.
It's a brutal world full of people who are hungry.
Just killed the goblin, hit it in a bush or something. Kept going.
Okay. All right, you all continue all the way back to town, and as you arrive in once again, you can see the shops are just beginning to close, and people are beginning to prepare themselves for bed. What do you want to do?
I guess the guardhouse the barracks should still be open because they have night shifts as well, I guess. So Leonhard would address the party and be like, "I'm going to head to the captain. I'm going to report our glorious victory over the Goblin Plague. Is there any one of you that wants to witness this epic tale?"
I'm gonna bring him the corn.
Yes, I suppose we should all go.
Good, good.
I hope the tavern stays open because I'm really hungry.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're all heading to the
yep.
guardhouse. All right,
Yep.
you head there. You can see people are beginning to funnel out of it. At the moment, looks like something went weird. There we go, fixed. Hit the wrong button. Sorry. People are beginning to funnel out of the tavern by the looks of it. Sorry, out of the guardhouse. A couple people are heading in. But as you come in, you can see currently the receptionist is currently chatting with someone who looks like is there to relieve them. It's the same one who was there the first time you came, but this time actually looks up to make eye contact with you.
Mm-hmm.
Hello again.
Yes. Leonhard expects
help you?
more of a greeting. Like, he's giving him the eye, the look of like, who are we?
How can I help you?
Hi there, are you having a good day?
It's about to end, so yes, very much.
Oh, that's good to hear. We killed some goblins and we found your food. I'm gonna take the corn
so
bucket,
just-
like put it on the desk.
Oh, okay. So you're back already? I thought you were here for more resources. Well, I guess.
It was
threat
efficient.
a threat of this caliber is no real challenge for us.
Well, I guess Captain Harry's technically off duty. He's probably packing up, but let me go see if he's ready for you. I'll leave you with my colleague. This is Godox. He'll answer any questions you need until I've seen if Harry is available. So wait here. Please be patient.
Before the guard
potentially good
leaves,
job.
so Leonhard just interrupts him real quick and says, "Yes, go tell the captain that Sir," and he pronounces every word like super clear. Sir Leonhard von Grieve and his companions are here to are here to report of a great victory.
Sir, yes, all right. Cool. I will be right back. Speak to Godox if you have any questions that need answering. As he runs off. The much more gormless-looking human clearly is on night shifts the majority of his life, and it shows in the bags under his eyes. Sits in the chair and looks to you. All right.
What's your favorite color?
Silver.
What's your favorite animal?
Badger.
What's your favorite food?
Beef.
Oh, me too! Wow, we have so much in common!
All right.
While they're having this glorious conversation, Leonhard is leaning over to Kaizen and is kind of like whispering to him. Kaizen, did we by chance bring any trophies, any proof of our victory here to make our entrance to the captain a little bit more, fashionable?
We have whatever we looted from them.
Did you bring one of those purple hats by chance?
Of course not. No, those were hideous things. Trust
I
me,
understand.
you did not want
I
them.
understand, yes.
Do I hear them having this conversation?
No, you are pretty engrossed with your conversation with Godox.
Okay.
Yeah, having moved on to favorite places to spend the night, where his was in front of a fire and yours was me too. A minute or so later, the old
Kazan
Nephnif returns.
leans over again, like a couple seconds later, to Leonhard and says, Wolf does have the part of the food, so if it is proof that you seek, the proof is probably sufficient with that plus what we have gotten.
Yes, very good point, Kaizen. A man of your intellect is always appreciated, and he gives them an honest smile.
The receptionist rolls back out and goes, excuse me, my throat. Rolls out and says, yes, sorry about that. Technically, Captain Harry is off duty, but he says he is willing to see you. So, you know where his office is. Head right there. Make sure to knock. But he is expecting you.
Okay, so I guess Sir Leonhard takes the lead, and he strides right back to the office, does not knock the door, and just, boom, just walks in.
Captain Harry, you can see he looks a little bit tired. His paperwork stack on his desk is significantly taller. You can also see, currently strewn across the desk, are several broken quills. And as you arrive in, he is currently writing, and as he looks up, you startling him a bit of opening the door, he snaps another quill. Just accidentally. As he looks up, the piece of shit. Ah, I see you've made it back then.
Yes, and we're here to make your day an even better one. Gives him a flashing smile. Sir Leonhard von Grieve reporting that the goblin threat has been dealt with. My companions, and especially I, have struck down the goblin leader, and we also found the lost supplies that your town is so in desperate need of.
Well, that's very interesting. I'm sure as a protector of home, you have proof, don't you?
Absolutely. And he gestures towards Woof. Woof, show him one of the items that you brought from the supply chamber.
Take my corn bucket, I put it on his desk.
He looks at it. Looks at you. You brought me a barrel of corn.
Ah, it's from the goblin camp.
Forgive my distrust. That could be from anywhere.
Kaizen starts pulling out a bunch of stuff that we got from there. So
I'm gonna take out the really fancy stick and be like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
points to
I
the
got
stick.
this too that the guy had, and it's mine, but you can look at it."
And at the stick being pulled out, he looks at it and goes, that looks familiar. That's...
Oh, the pink guy had it, but it's mine now.
Yes.
And
you're
there's
right.
this, and this. He just keeps pulling out stuff.
Most of this is meaningless. Well, yes, this is good enough proof for me. Did you bring back the rest of the food?
Oh no, the food's in a cave. You gotta go get it, Leonhardt said.
He gives an almost not surprised but irritated look at Leonhardt.
And Leonhard says, yes, well said, Wolf. And he's just rolling his eyes a little bit. And says, well, as you understand, Captain, even my resources are limited sometimes. We didn't have the necessary manpower nor the vehicles to transport all the grains. So with your help and your men and some carts, we can get that. You can get these things back in no time. I guarantee you here, on my word, as a member of the Homeland Security Guard, that there's no more goblin threats on your way. We have extinguished them all.
Well, that'll have to do, won't it? You give my... Who's on right now? Is it Godox?
Yeah.
You give Godox directions to the cave and we'll sort on retrieving it. For now, I like honesty. I'm going to take you at your word and believe that you have solved the problem. And I'm going to say thank you and give you.
Oh, you're
a
very
reward.
welcome.
He reaches down under the desk and pulls out a sack. 100 gold for each of you, and I will reopen the roads.
Shinies.
Outstanding, sir. Now, didn't you forget about one part of the bargain? And he gives him a challenging, mocking look.
Oh my god.
He probably wouldn't, but Christopher Tetcher did.
Remember that Leonhard promised or swore that there would be a rematch in arm wrestling?
I would have thought you would want to save that for the challenge at the festival, but if you want to have it now, we can have it now.
An excellent point, good captain. The more witnesses of my triumphant victory over you, the better, so we shall save it for the morrow then.
Well, here's a suggestion. If you're that eager to lose again, we can have an arm wrestle now. If you win, then I will suit up and challenge you to a proper duel at the Harvest Festival.
Does Leonhard know when that festival will be?
Yeah, it's maybe 2-3 months away.
Oh, okay. So it's not immediately. Okay.
No, not
So,
immediately. If you fail, then you're coming back to that festival, and I'm going to put you in the stocks for a day.
Oh man! I mean, Leonhard just with a gallant and very confident smile. He doesn't even think about it. He sits down immediately and offers his hand over for arm wrestle duel.
He takes out puts his arm on the table. Same rules as before. Out of game. So athletics checks. When you are ready.
Okay. Just give me that crit already.
Right, so once again, best 2 out of 3.
Oof.
Damn it!
Unlike last time, this time he gets a big head start and gives you a big push, almost taking you all the way down in the first push.
Right, chat. This is it. This is where you have to.
You
cheer
got
for
it,
your
Leonhard.
boy.
I believe in you.
Okay, this is the most important role of my.
Don't say
life
that.
With the second push, you take him back to a vertical base. Both of your arms are starting to shake right now. To your own disgust, you can see that both of you are starting to sweat a little bit, but you are so focused. You ain't going in those stocks. final roll.
You got this, Leonhardt. I believe in you. You're the best at touching hands.
Oh.
Come on!
As you
it's already
both
20.
keep pushing at the center point, neither of you budge. It is a tie.
Oh my god.
We'll go one more.
Okay.
I believe.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's a tie. It keeps going. Both of them are just shaking at this point. Neither of them can gain an advantage over the other. I'm going to screenshot these rolls.
Like in the Sylvester Stallone movie and Over the Top, man, everybody's just...
Both of you are shaking. Heads are starting to get shiny. You're so focused.
Okay, come on!
And by 1 point, you're both sweating. You look him in the eyes as you feel your hand budge. As you push further and further, and you push his hand to the table.
Oh my
By 1 point.
Best. Oh my goodness! Wow, way to go, Leonhardt.
I'm screenshotting those last couple of rolls and I'm putting them in chat.
Amazing, amazing. Actually, Leonhardt, after like this struggle in this super close battle, one might have expected him to just mock him and just try to act like real cool, but Leonhardt actually gives him a very honest and formal bow, great manners and courtesy, and is like, "You, Captain, are a worthy opponent."
Well, now I'm really excited. You better not disappoint me and miss the Spring Festival. I might actually get to suit up for a change, because I'm not going easy on you next time.
Splendid, splendid. I wouldn't want to have it any other way. You shall expect my return to this town in 2 months' time.
He stands up. He stands up from behind the table. He actually looms about half a foot above you. He is a very tall man. But he leans. He also takes a small bow and then holds out a hand to yours.
Leonhardt, before he accepts the handshake, he puts back on his gloves that he always is wearing, and then gives him the handshake.
Okay, he takes your hand in both of his and goes, "And thank you for helping our town." And holds out a hand, moves around to the rest of you and gives you all a handshake and a small bow. "Thank you all for helping out, Gomor. You are more than welcome, and we'll even give you, if you are all back for the Spring Festival, we'll give you a little celebration."
Oh boy, it sounds like so much fun. We gotta come back, guys.
For now, though, by
Sounds
tomorrow
to
I
Leonhardt's
will.
liking.
By tomorrow, I'll have the door open. I'll have the ropes open.
Excellent, excellent. And spread the word, Captain. Homeland Security, always here to help.
He looks at you, just almost. You can see a small hint of exasperation reach his face, but he nods. He shakes it off and goes, "Now, if you'll be so kind, I'm going to bed. I suggest
Have a good
you
night."
go to revelry." He heads off. He heads off, shooing you out of his office on the way, and heads in a different direction to you. I assume you stop at the front desk on the way, and give directions to the cave.
Yeah.
Yes.
First of all, how much gold did we get?
100 each.
100 each? Hog. Alright. Yeah, Kaizan will, in pretty great detail, explain the route, how to get to the cave.
Okay. All good. You leave them very detailed details. You have to check his work several times. This once again does look like the sharpest crayon on the packet. But it looks legible and good enough to get them there once you have completed so. After that, you step out into the now cool, brisk night air, and you have the night to yourselves. What do you wish to do?
It's dinner time.
Are we planning on continuing on our way to home tomorrow? Or is there anything else in this town?
I'm trying to think if there were if there was anything else we promised to take care of. No, we already did receive the cards, so we could be on our way. In that case, Leonard is like, Yes, Kaizen, duty calls, and my mission is to guide you to home, and I intend not to fail this mission. So we will be on our way tomorrow morning.
It is at that point where you do hear from down the road, Leonard! As you look down the road and you see the white-bearded human who is directing traffic at the docks, currently riding down on a cart with what looks like more civilians in the back of it, and just jumps off the cart and sprints ahead of the horses to you, fury in his face. Why the hell am I being told the roads are closed?
Excuse me, sir. Who are you? Introduce yourself.
You do notice. You do notice, man. This is
Okay.
Sorry. This is General Facess. He is the person who was directing traffic at the docks. Who gave you your cart and buddy, basically.
Oh, okay. So, have we met this guy before?
You have. He's the guy who was directing people from the boats to the carts.
Oh, okay.
So
General,
you said, 0. Right? Yes.
Okay.
He's not of Holm, but he is of the country.
Okay, so technically he is higher rank than myself.
Yes, technically.
Okay.
So yeah, he is of Styria. He's not from Holm himself. He's from you don't actually know where he's from, technically.
Okay, so I give him like a military salute and well, General, good to meet you, and what a coincidence that you speak of this topic, because my companions and I, especially we have dealt with this threat very handsomely, and the roads have just been opened here by the local captain again.
You can see the fury. You can see he was prepared to be yelling at you. Was not prepared for this turn of events, and now his fury has nowhere to go. He stands in the road, splutting for a second. Good job. I'm going to bed. And turns around and stomps off back to his cart and towards the tavern.
Leonard is like, have a good night, General.
You hear grumbling all the way down the road to the horses.
Leonard turns to the party and is like, excuse the manners, folks. This is not the way you're supposed to treat heroes who have just, accomplished such a splendid adventure. So I say we do what heroes do best after a glorious feat like that. We go to the tavern and we're going to drink all night. And he gives a gallant smile.
I'm gonna stare after the guy walking down the road and kind of growl in my throat. I'm like, I don't like that guy. Why is he yelling, making noise? Yeah, let's go have some fun though.
All right, you'll head to the tavern. I don't. As you arrive, you are told that apparently the captain stopped by earlier and said your rooms are to be paid for. So you don't have to pay for rooms, but you do still have to pay for food and drink. So, how sloshed are you getting, and what level of meal do you want to have?
Well, since we don't have to pay for it, and Leonhard says it's the least the townsfolk could do for the heroes, he orders like a feast.
You have to pay for the food.
You
You don't
pay for
have
the
to pay for
food.
your
You don't
room.
have to pay for your room.
Oh, okay. So it's just the food. Okay. Well, anyways,
food and drink you're paying for. Room you're not paying for.
Feast it is. I pay for it, my dear companions. Choose the nicest table that you can find, and he looks to Kaizen for that.
Okay. Well, for your benefit, a banquet per person is 10 gold.
That is more than welcome for Leonhard.
All right, so 40 gold
Wow,
or
that's
50
so
gold?
nice of
is the
you.
So 40 gold or 50 gold is the question.
5 people, right? So
yes,
no,
as you step into the bar, currently sitting at one of the tables, twiddling his thumbs. Oh, Sir Leonhard! Welcome back. Were you successful?
Now, was that a rhetorical question, buddy?
Of course not, sir, but I'm sure it would make you feel good to say, yes, absolutely, I was in front of all these people.
is anyone else listening? Like, do people recognize us in the first place when we go inside?
Not immediately.
Okay, then with a louder voice than normal, than needed, Leonhard says, "Yes, the companionship and I, Sir Leonhard von Grieva, have dealt with this vile goblin threat, and we're here to celebrate."
Oh, well, that's the great, and we knew you could do it. The townspeople are very grateful to you. He also says, clearly putting on a slightly louder voice than normal. You are all such brave heroes who have helped this town of Goal and are heroes.
We did a good job, guys.
All right, so you have so you're getting a banquet. How many people do you want to get one for?
What's the next expensive thing below a banquet?
Well, that would probably just be an aristocratic meal, which they don't serve here. It would be a wealthy meal, and that would be 8 silver pieces. Which is significantly less than a banquet. A banquet is basically pick everything you want.
Yeah. So Leonhard addresses the innkeep as like, "Fine innkeep, after such a glorious feat, it is only it is only fit for us to feast the finest wine and drinks and food. So give it up for my companions here. So 4 banquets, and for Buddy here, since he held his ground and took care of the card, 1 wealthy meal."
Oh, that's overly generous, Sir Leonhard. Thank you very much. Okay, so you spent.
Don't let it get to you.
40 gold and 8 silver pieces spent by you. And also, could you do me a favor and roll a persuasion check with advantage for me?
Okay.
Actually, are you proficient in persuasion?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, we'll take that then. Yeah, as your food arrives, and you get ready to tell the barmaid who comes up to deliver your food what you would like to drink. As you go to do so, a man comes up to you with a tray of drinks and places them in front of you, and just says, "I heard what was said earlier. For all of your help, thank you very much."
And that's it? He doesn't give me anything, or he doesn't...
He places a tray of drinks in front of you all.
Oh, okay, a tray of drinks. What kind of drinks?
Standard ale.
Okay.
This place doesn't exactly do fancy ale. It does standard ale and wine.
Is it just like a normal townsperson?
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay. Leonhard says, "Well, of course, that's the least we can do, and since this mission was commanded by yours truly, Sir Leonhard von Grieva, you better remember the name, sir. We appreciate your free drinks. Thank you very much." And he hands them over to the party without actually taking an ale himself.
Okay. So basically, if you are fine to drink ale throughout the night, you are not going to have to spend money on drinks thanks to the roll that Kendrick made. So it is
Nice.
And Kendrick bought all your food, so most of you have nothing to pay tonight.
Nice.
And Kendrick, are you going to have any of the ale in the end? You would get 1 glass of wine delivered to you by 1 person.
Wine all night for Sir
Wine all
Leonhard.
night. All right. So how much would you like to drink? Here's what we do. Maths.
On a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being hammered as hell, he would probably go for a 7.
So you know how big a wine bottle is.
Mm-hmm.
How many bottles of wine?
1.5.
1.5. Okay. So we'll call that 2 bottles and a pitcher.
Yep.
So that's going to be 20 gold and 2 silver.
Okay, so now we got 40, 60, and a wealthy meal was 8 silver, you said?
Yes.
So 68?
I'll chip
9,
in.
I
I'll
think.
walk over when he's paying for drinks, and he say, "You boss us good food. I'll buy your drinks. I don't like the stinky smelling stuff, but you were nice to me, so I got this. I can't count very good, but I'm gonna hand him my coin purse and just be like, I trust you that you're not gonna take too many shinies."
Okay, he takes the right
Okay.
amount.
The exactly right amount, yes.
Yes. All right.
So it was
I mean,
20
if you
gold and how
wanted
much?
If you wanted 2 silver, if you want to double check, he takes the right amount. That would be a perception check.
I trust him.
Okay. All right. So, how sloshed is everyone else getting who's getting free alcohol?
I'm not, because that stuff tastes like ass.
Okay.
Not very. Kaizen will order some apple juice as well, and just take turns sipping between apple juice and ale.
Apple
But
juice is not exactly a thing they sell here.
they
It
don't
is.
sell apple juice. Feels bad.
It's wine, ale, or water, pretty much.
What? No
Water it is.
juice.
Do they
I'll
have
join you
milk?
on the water train.
Juice refinement process is difficult, yo.
Listen.
Gotta get fresh fruit, and they
should-
just had all its stolen by gobbles.
Shivari will have 1 cup of the ale and then water the rest of the night.
Okay, so there's just a shit ton of ale on your guys' table that is just not being bought. There's people
I'll
just
try it
drinking
again to see if it still tastes bad. Does it still taste bad?
It tastes like ale.
Okay, I don't want it.
Okay.
I try to be nice, but I'm like, no, thank you.
Okay. All right. Eventually, as they work it out, they stop bringing you those kind of drinks and just give their thanks, etc. The cups are slowly removed as you all wind down for the night with any dinner conversation you wish to have.
I guess after Leonhard has had his first bottle of wine, he's getting in a more cheerful mood. He offers Woof a sip of his cup of wine, just to see the
I'll-
reaction.
Take a sip.
Okay. It's fine wine that Leonhardt bought, so it's good quality wine. You know what wine tastes like in real life, so it's up to you how Woof likes
Yeah. You know, I've had worse. Thank you.
it. Your dog was looking at you the entire time you were doing that. It was great.
I know she's judging me.
Is that what you think I sound like? Alright.
Kaizen will pull out a couple vials of the gray liquid and turn to Shivari and say, do you happen to know anything about these? Found them in the goblin cave.
Not really, no. Alchemist type stuff is not really something I'm really knowledgeable about.
Okay.
For your benefit, appraising a potion is usually done via an alchemist kit, or obviously taking it to someone who would know about that kind of stuff. You can make a roll for it and get lucky, but there are kits to help with that. In usual, which would still help even if you don't have proficiency. It's just the DC's lower if you have the kit, and if you have proficiency, add proficiency to it, or just drink it, as chat says. Just go ham.
Can we stab it? No, this party wants nothing to do with it.
The old elven lady in the outskirts. I think our place was the granny's. No, she might be able to tell you what it is. She seemed like she had alchemist-like things in her shop.
Okay, we can go by there before we leave tomorrow.
Can I show your room again tonight? I don't like sleeping alone.
Okay.
Oh boy, thanks so much.
Right, Leonhardt, you heard
Yes,
that
no
time,
problem.
although you didn't because you had your headphones off.
Sorry, yes.
We've just asked to share a room with Kaizen again, and he agreed.
You know what? Leonhardt is like a little bit tipsy, I would say, when that happens.
Yeah,
So-
you're a bottle a bit in.
Yeah. So his composure is not really as stern and strict as it normally would be in a case like this. So you can see like a twitch in his mouth, in the corners of his mouth, and he's like he's about to say something, but he just Woof is telling him this, right? Not Kaizen.
Woof is speaking
That's it.
to Kaizen. You're just at the same table hearing it.
Oh, okay. I thought he would tell me directly. Okay.
No.
So he's like, he's just not saying anything, but you can definitely tell that his facial expression is getting a little sour for a second or two.
Well, you say they can tell. Woof, what is your passive insight?
Passive insight.
Like, Leon would probably
Okay, are
he's
you
currently
proficient in
sleeping.
perception?
I am proficient in perception.
Okay, so take your passive perception score and are you proficient in insight? Sorry.
I am proficient in insight.
So it's the exact same as your passive perception.
Okay. 13.
I'd say you catch a glimpse of Leonhardt having an internal struggle.
Oh, Leonhard, are you having a bad time? What's wrong? You look sad.
Puts down the cup a little bit harder than you would normally do it.
Gives a clunk, a little bit of the wine.
Yeah, it's a clunking, and there's a couple of drops like spilling over. He's like, "No, Wolf. You are free to choose. You're free to choose."
What am I choosing? I am distressed at this point. Just big sad eyes. Why are you mad at me?
Nah, of course I'm not mad at you, Woof. You did a great job in the cave. You are an important component of this party, so I just want you to enjoy this night in which it's all about celebrating our glorious combat.
Okay. I'm having a good time. I hope you are too.
Absolutely, and back with his, mask of the beautiful gallant smile, he takes another cup and toasts to Wolf.
Okay. You get a couple people in the bar also in on the toast.
I like toast too.
Okay. With that notion, if there was any other business anyone wanted to go over.
So, just for flavor, throughout the night, at any given point, like Leonhardt, of course, tries to be in the limelight, and he's, joking and telling tales and flashy smiles and white teeth everywhere and stuff.
How are you not a bard?
At any point, is there ever a lady, a maid, I don't know, any female trying to get close to him and be like, "Oh, so Leonard, you're amazing."
It makes it sound like you're actively looking, so make me a perception check.
He's actually not actively looking.
Oh, then we'll
It's
go
just-
with passive perception. So in that case, just make me a... If you're trying to be center of attention, then just make me a general charisma check. Let's see how charismatic you've been tonight talking to people who aren't your party.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Leonhardt is not actually looking, but just in case someone was going to approach him.
12. Your Gaston levels of charismatic.
Oh my god.
Appealing to a certain type of people. You do see that you've caught the eye of one or two people. Do me a favor, just roll a d20.
Okay.
You've caught the eye of people, but they aren't exactly up to your standards, but you are very drunk. So can interpret that how you will.
No, that's totally fine. I just wanted to bring it up because if he were to be approached by a lady actively, then I could have done something, but not like this.
Okay, no one approaches
that
you.
for later.
No one approaches you actively. You would
Okay,
have to roll
then
higher.
we shall save that for later.
Okay. I'm excited now. I want to find out. We'll see. Okay. So then, yeah. I guess you all head to bed for the night, well rested. Leonhardt, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Constitution saving throw, you
That's
say?
the one.
Okay. Oh, that's my best one, though, actually.
Ooh.
So.
That's good.
Right,
You wake up in the morning and you don't have a headache or anything, but you do remember the night when slightly... You feel like you were much more charismatic than you were last night.
Okay.
Yes,
I don't
before?
have any blackouts or anything. I still remember.
You're fine. You remember everything. It's in a better light. Kaizen, what did you want to say?
Kaizen would have went to his room, went to bed like a little bit earlier, and
Okay.
tested out the painter's kit. And being proficient like with calligrapher's tools, some of the skills translate there. Just
They are different
tried to-
sets,
Yeah,
technically.
no. They're different sets for sure, but it's just like, trying them out, knowing that
On-
like is
in your room, sorry?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he's just testing it, like just
Okay.
practicing with it.
Just make me a... See, painting's always a weird one, because for me it could always be performance or or some kind of dexterity. I always prefer to think of it as an art form, so I'm going to say roll me a charisma check,
Okay.
because that is closer to performance. You are able to make a pretty solid painting. You start just testing them out, seeing what kind of paintbrushes they are in there. They're reasonable quality. And then you get a little bit distracted, just thinking about everything that's happened to you the last couple of days. And then you're just before bed or after bed?
Before bed, went
Before
upstairs
bed?
a little bit earlier.
So
Started painting the owl that he encountered on his way to
You're painting. You start
Normal.
painting it, just testing out the brushes. Get a little bit distracted, just thinking about this owl. And then you yawn and you look down. It's just a really beautiful owl. That it looks almost perfect. There's no background, but the owl itself looks perfect.
All right.
It's
Nice.
mid-dive, claws out from your POV, seeing it coming towards you.
All right. Satisfied with the work, puts the tools away.
Alright. So, you will have a lovely sleep, unless there is any other business. Once again, if you ever have any
I will
business, just
100% hog
interject.
most of the bed. 'Cause
Kaizen, do you object or resist?
Kaizen just says nothing about it. It's just like really straight. It's like on the edge of the bed, just
Oh, I've been in this scenario.
Just chilling.
Yeah, you all have a wonderful night. Wake up in the morning. There's enough leftover food if you wanted that. Otherwise, you can, of course, just buy another meal. We'll say because most of you didn't drink the ale, there is enough money left on the side for you guys to have breakfast for free in the morning. That's the last
Nice.
freeloading meal I'll let you freeload and party have. Alrighty. So, you will wake up. By the time you are awake, dressed, washed, etc., you will come downstairs. You can see parked outside the tavern appears to be a cart with Buddy currently loading it up with stuff. With you outside the tavern.
Okay, so
I'm gonna go out and ask Buddy if he needs any help loading stuff.
Oh, yes, Mr. Wolf, that would be very helpful. Thank you. Some of these are a little heavy for me.
I will. And any boxes he needs help lifting, I'm like, oh, I got this!
Okay, you help. You help Buddy lift
I
those
help.
boxes here or there. Alrighty. Anyone else have anything they want to do before we set off? And I assume you said you want to go to the potion shop first, or the apothecary first.
Yeah, before we go.
Okay. So you can roll there while
Sure.
the cart's being loaded up if you wish.
Yeah. So I'll make a quick stop by the apothecary
Okay.
while you load up. I will be
Shivari, I
back.
believe you said something.
Yeah.
Do you
Shvar-
say that you're going to the apothecary? Like, do you
Yes.
let us know where you're going? I'm gonna hand you
Yeah.
the brown vial and say, ask him what this is. It smells pretty good.
It's
Yes,
just a
Shivari,
brown vial.
it's just a brown vial. Shivari, what did you say?
Shivari will ask Leonhard then. Is there a place to buy a parchment here that you know about?
he bows down all the way to Shavari and says, Miss Shavari, could you please repeat that?
Is there anywhere here that sells parchment or paper that you know of?
Oh god.
I am not exactly sure, because, a man of my caliber does not spend a whole lot of time in unimportant settlements like this. If we were at home, of course, mind you, I could tell you the finest stores around. So I suggest asking one of the local guards. They can probably help you out. If you want to, I can go with you, of course.
If you want. I just want to go purchase some paper. So.
Absolutely, Shavari. And Leonhard just walks beside her.
All right, we'll deal with that first then. You're able to find a guard pretty quickly. It looks like he's currently packing up a cart of his own. He looks to you as you approach. Good morning, citizen. How may I help you?
Excuse me, do you know a place to buy paper or parchment in the town?
I'm afraid to say, miss, that we don't exactly have a bookshop in town. Your best bet is probably to check in Cherto. That's where most of us just travel there to get stuff from there.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You are very welcome. Also, looks to Leonhardt, your shield is familiar.
I mean, how could it not be, good sir?
I heard someone with a shield like yours, apparently assisted us with our goblins, and looks to Shivari as well. And someone with hair described as yours. Were you in any way involved in solving our goblin problem?
Well, absolutely, good sir. The man who single-handedly slew the beast himself is standing in front of you, and Shavari over here, he gives her a nice respective bow and is like presenting her. She is the slayer of many of our creature, and you do not make the mistake. You better do not make the mistake of underestimating her, despite her small stature.
Well, I'm very grateful for your wonderful actions. Thank you very much for your assistance. That's
Okay.
well. Once again, I would recommend Cherto is the place you want to go if you get paper. We do have a we do have a bookmobile that comes through every couple days, but there's no promises there. I don't know when it's next due.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day. And he continues loading up his cart. So we'll move on to the other two. You head to I believe it was the Granny's Nook.
Yes.
All right. You roll on in. The old woman is sitting there at the front. Good morning.
Good morning. I was wondering, I found a couple of things yesterday while going to deal with the goblin threat in the area, and I was wondering if you could tell me what they are.
My discerning properties will cost you 2 silver. If you wish to make use of my skills.
Okay.
Thank
Pulls
you.
out 2 gray vials, and then yes, and my friend wanted for you to check this out.
Alright.
There's the brown vial.
Takes 2 grey ones first. These are the same, so I will save you some money by just checking one of them.
Okay.
Gets out a small, moves a kit over from the side of her desk. It's got many vials in it, many tubes, small magnifying lenses. Pours a little drop of it in there and begins examining it. The entire kit glows a little. After a minute or two, she looks up and goes, "These are potions of climbing. They will assist you in scaling."
Okay. And the brown one?
For your benefit out of game. It's in the compendium as well, so you can just drag them into your inventory that way. But for the chat, you gain a climbing speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour. During this time, you have advantage on strength athletics checks you make to climb.
Okay.
Alright, she begins now looking at the brown one once again, doing the same thing. She takes the loft. Okay. Pulls a little bit in. Pops it back on. Just examines it carefully. This is goblin perfume. It's quite frankly gross, but goblins like it.
Goblins have perfume?
If you can call it that.
Interesting. Okay, well.
You don't want to know what it's made of.
Probably not, no. But thank you for your time.
You are most welcome. So
Caslow
that cost you
potion.
4 silver.
4 silver? Okay.
Yes, because 1 for the brown, 1 for the grey.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, I do not think so. But thank you for your time.
Thank you for your patronage. Have a good day.
You as well.
All right, you roll out into town
Yeah.
and head back towards your cart, I assume.
Yeah. And then finds Wolf, holds out the brown vial. It was a goblin perfume, she said.
Oh boy!
Yeah, apparently
Thank you.
did not have a good smell.
Oh, that's her opinion.
This is true.
Shh.
She said you do not want to know what it was made of, but again, her opinion. Maybe you enjoy such things.
Yeah.
Well, here you go.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Do
Yeah, no problem.
you need shinies?
The no, that will not be necessary.
Oh, thanks.
It's just, do you do a lot of climbing often, by chance?
I'm better at it now than when I was with Emmy, but I haven't done it frequently.
You know, take one of these. Hands you a gray vial. So,
Okay,
climbing.
I'll hold on to it.
If you ever need to climb, this will help. I will still have one
Thanks.
myself.
This is so nice of you.
No,
We
no
could climb
problem.
together.
Yeah, we could if the situation requires it, which you never know.
So you all reconvene back at the cart?
Yes.
Leonhard would before, like, he would also ask Shivari if she wants to come with him in that endeavor, like to visit Mrs. Damn it, what was the name of the tailor?
Mrs.
Madam
Lady Fairworth. Lady or Madam Fairworth, I'm pretty sure I've alternated it at least once.
Lady Fairworth, exactly. He would just pay a short visit to her,
Okay.
and when he steps inside the store, he goes in with a gallant bow and says, "Madame Fairweather."
Oh, Leonard! It's good to see you once more.
Of course it is. It is equally good to see you.
Might I say you look especially gallant this morning?
Thank you. That is too kind. Now, we are about to leave town. I hate and
You
regret to
break
inform
my
you.
heart, Sir Leonard.
By the way, how wealthy does Mrs. Fairweather look?
Her clothes look very wealthy, and her shop looks nicely dressed.
Okay. So, before I leave, though, since I'm not a fiend and I know how to behave in front of a lady like yourself, I couldn't help myself but give you a farewell gift. And Leonhard unwraps the leather belt, the fancy leather belt that he found in the Goblin Cave, and just hands it over to her.
Oh, well, this is marvelous. Look at the craftsmanship. I'd say this is probably worth 25 gold. You're so generous, Sir Leonhard. I will treasure it always.
Just whenever you see it, whenever you touch it, just think of me, and you do not have to pay for it, of course. Now, one favor I might have to ask of you, though, Mrs. Fairweather.
Oh, of course, anything within my means, Sir Leonhard.
See, my friend over here, the mighty and fearsome Shivari, she is in need of something to write on. By chance, you know someone, or you might even have a scroll of paper, parchment, available.
Well, I can certainly look. I only get the best, of course. Let me check the back room. I might have something for receipts. Begins rummaging, heads into the back room for a moment.
Winks over to Shivari. Just like, I know these people, and I'm a big deal. I can get.
I will
She
just
comes-
smile.
She comes back out. Well, I don't have a huge amount. I mostly have it for receipts myself and letters to friends, of course. But I could potentially part with a little if you were interested. How much were you looking for?
And I pass on the conversation to Shavati.
Oh, not a lot, just a little bit. Whatever you can spare would be fine.
Well, I see. Okay. Well, like I said, I have a little bit of parchment or paper. I can even go for parchment, which is slightly worse, but I assume you want paper.
Yes, paper is preferred. Thank you.
Of course, of course. I do need a little myself, so I can part with maybe 3 sheets, and I would be 8 silver for that.
Oh, that is fine.
Wonderful. Hands you over 3 sheets of paper.
We'll
So
hand
it is
over.
very nice quality.
We'll hand over 8 silver. You said.
Yes.
Okay. We'll hand over 8 silver.
Well, you are most gracious, Mom. I'll have to make sure to stock up if you're back in town. If you're looking for more, let me know.
I will. Thank you.
You are most welcome. A friend of Sir Leonhardt is a friend of mine.
You are too kind, Lady Fairweather. Rest assured that in 2 months from now, I shall pay this town a visit again to partake in the Harvest Festival, and we may even require your service because I intend to show only my best side on this occasion.
Oh, Sir Leonhardt, would you like me to make you some clothes to show off in? Paid on delivery, of course.
He kind of knows that he wants it, but he's acting and thinking about it. He's like,
I can give it a cape.
he's like, you know what, Lady Fairweather? We're gonna strike that deal.
I wouldn't expect anything else. You are on. I will make it my biggest masterpiece to date.
Beautiful. You know my favorite colors? An
course,
azure blue,
all of them.
sky blue.
Azure sky blue, along with a peacock of all the colors. Blue brings out other colors, you know.
You know how to make a man happy. Thank you very much, Lady.
Oh, don't I know it? But don't stay away too long now.
Gives her a wink and then gently shoves Shavati out of the shop, and that's it.
Okay. So you all, in that case, reconvene at the cart. Buddy has finished loading the last of the boxes. Looks to the rest of you. All right. So, are you ready to go?
Yes, I'm good to go.
Sally and Hart?
I think we're ready to go, buddy. Just get us out of this whole, town, and we shall be on our way.
Of course, Sir Leonhardt. I will go as fast as this cart will carry us. Looks down. It's not as good as your old cart, but it's still it's purposable. All right, onwards to Cherto, and flicks the reins, and your horses begin to take you off in the direction of Cherto. Hooray! So, general question: is there anything any of you would like to do in the journey? It's a couple days' journey, longer than the journey that you took to Gomel. So you have several days.
I guess Leonhardt would whenever we make stop, and when we spend the nights at a tavern or an inn or something, he would kind of try to get to know whether there's a mail or a letter arriving for him.
Okay, well, we're still on the first day for the moment, and
Yeah.
from your memory, as you have passed through before, there are no taverns until you reach the next town over.
Okay, good. Then he doesn't really do anything other than look good.
Anyone else?
Kaizen, when we stop to camp, would maybe check around the area, hunt for some small animals, just to, if there are any, just save rations.
Okay, we'll
I
get
would
to
do
camp.
the
We'll get to
same,
camp stuff when we
actually.
make camp. So is there anything during the actual traveling?
While traveling, Shafari will ask Leon, as Sarah, Leon, do you know the town that we are going to? Sherto?
I've been there a couple of times on important missions like these, Shavari. But to say that I would know the place as well as home and the surrounding areas that I grew up in would be a lie. So there could be a surprise or two happening. But is there anything in particular that you would like to know of me?
Not in particular. Maybe just like, is it a larger town than Gomel that we just?
Is it Tetra?
It's a little bit larger, not a huge amount. There's a lot more focus on the actual farming around the town and trade with the nearby cities. It's one of the biggest sources of wood, as it does travel upwards towards the woods to retrieve a lot more wood, which mostly gets shipped to Holm. It also has a lot of the stuff running through Gomel, so it gets a lot of the pass-through trade. So it's a little bit bigger. It's more of a benefit of its situation, its location, than anything else.
So Shavati, it is fairly big. It's comparable to the town that we just came from, Gomel. It's a little bit of a nicer place, landscape-wise, scenery-wise, but don't expect too much out of this town.
Do you think we'll find Emmy there?
Excuse me, Woof, who?
Do you think we'll find Emmy there?
Well, there could be a person named Emmy. I have never heard of.
I don't want to. I'm
never heard of her.
actually offended. Actually offended. Right.
Gives him an irritated look.
I'm gonna go sit by Kaizen.
All right. So who's taking watch while you're on the journey?
Kaizen would offer to watch.
Yeah, Leonhard as well.
Okay.
I'm conflicted now. That both my.
All right. Kaizen can have the first watch. So Kaizen, make me a perception check.
Sure. 21.
21. You're able to see what looks to be, you're able to see through the woods what looks to be a fairly large den of some kind of animal. It's a very large opening. You're only able to spot it because the darkness is odd against the trees, and you're like, is the trees that... Oh, no, wait, there's a hole there. So you're able to spot that. The opening is pretty big.
Kaizen will point it out. So there appears to be a den of some sort at the direction. We probably could just press on, but...
Kendrick, yes. It has been mentioned a lot in front of you. Yes, carry on, sorry.
Oh, I wonder what's in there. How big is it? Is it like a big animal, or like a fox den?
You could probably fit your cart in it.
Oh, it could be like a bear or like a really large wolf, or maybe that's where the big elks live, or I don't know any bigger animals than that, so it's probably that.
Could be a great many of things, I do not know. But perhaps we should not disturb it. Just leave nature as is and press on our journey.
Yeah, I want to go find my friend Sebastian. He's at home.
Okay. Onwards we go then.
leave the den to its own devices. So you continue through.
There go 2 hours of GM work.
I mean, I made this session before last, so I don't know how prepared you guys are, or how quickly you guys will go through. It's all prepared shit. Just reuse it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right.
Be a chair in there.
So Leonhard, your watch.
Okay.
We'll say it's 2 watches per day as you travel.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do it that way. 16. All right. So as you guys are passing through, you're in a more elevated area at this point. You can see a couple cliff drops into either valleys, relatively low, like maybe 20, 30 feet up or down. There's a couple of very nice rivers running through as well. But it's starting to get a little bit more hilly overall. But Leonhard, as you, for starters, you guys are approaching something you know as the King's Bridge. That is a affectionate name for it, as it was a statue of the older King Atra, which was toppled after his reign was overthrown, and it was toppled over a river, and as such, it has been left in that form and has become a bridge that is used by the locals. So you're approaching the King's Bridge. And hearing the river go under it, once again, you've passed through this area before. But you can also hear you're able to catch just at the edge of your ear the sound of footsteps and what sounds like the shaking of metal. This could either be buckles or weapons or something.
Okay. Only Leonhard hears this, or
you're the one on watch. Everyone else is resting.
What time of the day is it?
It's approaching evening. It's not dark yet.
Okay, so
late afternoon.
Leonhard is a little bit alert of it, and are the other party members just sleeping or just resting?
No, just chilling. It's boring on the road.
So I give everybody a sign. Leonhard doesn't say anything, but he gives him like a sign to stay alert. Like raises a hand or something.
Okay. As you approach within eyeshot of the bridge, the rest of you begin to also hear these sounds. And the visual source of them becomes clear. As you can see, slowly moving through the darkness appears to be 4 hobgoblins who are currently climbing up onto the feet of the statue to cross the bridge. They stare at you from across the bridge, looking across, turning back to each other, saying something in Goblin. I assume none of you understand Goblin.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, are any of you going to do anything? They don't appear to be reaching for weapons.
They're just looking at us.
They're looking at you and discussing amongst themselves.
Loudly?
Loud, but in Goblin.
I'll use comprehend language to hear what they're saying.
Okay.
It's loud enough to
What's the casting time on that?
Language. Post it.
That's the wrong song.
Casting time is just one action.
One action? Easy.
6
Then yeah,
seconds.
you activate it. And yeah, you activate it and you're able to hear what they're saying. You're able to hear partway through a conversation that they're saying. So they're talking back and forth to each other.
They look like the ones. Don't should we run? What if they kill us? We should reason with them. That will make it easier. What if we kill them? They have loot. If they kill the Nilbog, then they could kill us, you fool. Don't you call me a fool. Guys, stop arguing.
And they're having this conversation that's sort of becoming a bit circular.
Also to the party. It sounds like they are arguing amongst themselves about this. It seems that they know who we are, that we are the ones who killed the Nilbug. They seem to be debating about either trying to kill us or trying to negotiate with us.
I'm
Well,
going
if
to
we can
growl at them.
We're
Blow
not
away from the
negotiating
cart.
with these low creatures, and Leonhard steps forward a little bit and like points his blade towards them and says, "Make way, or taste the blade. This is the final and only warning."
The one that it appears to be the one with the red dot on it, in slightly nicer armor than the others, steps forward onto the bridge a bit further.
Were you the ones that killed the Nilbog?
The man is standing right in front of you.
Then, filthy pink skin, you have our gratitude. That thing was fucking weird. We tried to kill it all the time. Couldn't hit it for shit. I used to be the chief of that burrow. But then that little shit came in. Caused all sorts of chaos. You have our gratitude. We will step
Is he
aside.
speaking in Goblin?
He's
Or
speaking
in common?
now.
I roll an insight.
Yes, you may.
20.
20. Let me roll the appropriate roll for him. One second. Okay, appropriate roll. Seems honest. Seems reluctant to let you go, but
Okay. Kaizen does nothing yet.
he begins to step backwards, holding his hands off his weapons.
We will let you pass.
Turns back to the others and says in Goblin that Shavara, you understand.
Get out their way. They've done us a favour. Roars! I said get out their way before I rip your nuts off.
And they all
I'll say
step
everybody,
aside on the
they-
bridge.
They said they'll get out of the way and let us pass, since we did them a favor.
I put both hands on my pike and just eye them very suspiciously, but kind of.
They seem truthful, but they could try something. But again, they seem truthful, so maybe we pass.
I
And
don't
Leonhard
like these
gives
guys.
gives the party an eye and says, "They may leave us alone, but as a man of Homeland Security, it is my duty to keep the path safe and free of all the vermin. If they don't attack us, they might attack other patrols. They might attack innocent citizens. And as such, I say we slay these creatures and make the world a better place."
They're not bothering anyone though. They're just walking.
How loudly were you saying this?
Not too loud. Just normal talking voice.
Okay.
I am not against this, but maybe they seem scared of us, you said? Or...
Seems
No, what
like
did you-
they are maybe slightly afraid because we killed the Nilbug, but then it seems that they're mostly thankful for us killing him. They do
So
seem
the only-
reluctant to fight us.
The only reason that they do not fight us is because we have shown demonstration of power. And maybe they don't respect that, but they are scared of it. They would, in fact, probably attack somebody else if it was not us on this path.
Well said,
But-
Kaizen. However, my mission is to keep you safe and bring you to home, so I will not start a fight without your consent.
Hey,
I will not put your lives at risk.
what are you waiting for?
From across the river.
Figuring out how to get the cart across the bridge, and there's only a little bit of wood. requires much thinking.
Silence for a second. Fair enough. Wait, can we pass then?
Yeah, that's okay. Go ahead.
Thank you. They step onto. They begin to step onto the bridge.
Do we kill them or not? Kaizen whispers.
But they're not hurting us. If we kill them, then aren't we kind of the same as the people who scared all those people in the village?
You raise an interesting point.
They seem nice.
Leonhardt, you are in charge of the safety in this area. It is your decision. One way or the other.
Leonhard is not moving away and says, so when they're close enough in normal talking distance, he says, "What is your business in this land?"
Well, it was looting and pillaging. And now...
Say no more! And he draws his blade and gets ready to attack.
Okay.
Wait, you didn't let him finish.
Roll initiative. Okay.
Darn, I was curious what he was going to say.
Just so you all know, the goblin in the bottom corner is for the sake of initiative, so I can keep all the hobgoblins on the same. Actually, there's 4 of them, the 4 of you. I'll just roll them all individually. So turn order. Oh, let me remove the last round. There we go. Sorry, Leonhardt, you're gonna have to do it again, add in the first roll because I had to clear the board.
Okay, so do I roll again?
Yes, but change it to whatever the first roll was.
Okay.
Huge initiative here.
Huge initiative.
Same.
Okay. So my first roll was 16. This. I don't know about you guys, but could we do a short break?
That's exactly what I was. That's exactly what I was thinking. I think
Awesome.
now might be a good time to have a very short break before we begin combat. Also, Kendrick, do you have the stream open at all?
You mean your stream?
The stream itself, yeah.
I only have chat open, but not the stream.
Okay. When the break starts, the dog lady has fulfilled your request, and it will be on the break screen.
Could you post it in the Discord?
I will do that as well.
Awesome.
But for now, ladies and gentlemen, we will head to a quick break. We will be back very shortly, so stay tuned.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, beer beat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's D&D, and Leonhard has pissed off some hobgoblins. Let's waste no time. Let's freaking go. Has everyone rolled initiative?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Everyone good? Yes, no? Cool. Initiative set to descending. And welcome back. So,
Just
first
for the
up,
protocol, I didn't piss them off. I'm just saving future,
saving future
you know,
lives.
travelers and stuff.
Potentially. We will see. This hobgoblin is gonna scoot round his friends. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Makes it into range of you. One-handed longsword, shield in the other. Seeing you pull your weapon. Oh, so you want to fight, do you? He's gonna make an attack. I assume a 7 does not hit you.
Close.
Didn't think so. Alright, it is your turn next as the sword comes down. You with your sword in hand, prepared for seeing it literally sprint past its friends onto the bridge. You're more than prepared to just smack it out of the way with your shield.
Absolutely. I'm going to laugh at the goblin for this laughable attempt to hit Leonhard and respond with my own blow. And here we go.
Give it a wallop. 14's a miss. So you make a swing at it. It has its shield up as well as it smacks your blow out the way. Do you wish to do anything else?
Not really. Not really.
Alright, it's the turn of the hobgoblin captain.
That's the one with the red dot?
Yes, it is. I marked specifically for that because for some reason their icons are the same because D&D. Alright, he is going to... Hang on, wait. Oh, wait. Everyone could have used that. Would have missed anyway. Okay, fair enough. So I guess that's an... for 1 minute. Alright, so yes, the goblin is going to, as an action, the hobgoblin captain is going to activate its leadership. So it raises its sword and points at the rest of you. Get them! That's its action. That's all it's going to do. Next hobgoblin. Yes, sir. Pulls out a longbow and is going to take a ping at Kaizan, as it's easy as a bow as well, and wants to try and take him out quickly. Okay, it's going to add leadership to the roll. Leadership gives them all a +4 on their attacks or saving, a +D4 on their attacks or saving throws. So that's going to be an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
That's going to be 3 points of piercing damage to you.
Alright.
Okay. Next hobgoblin is going to do the same thing, but it's going to try and do it to... it's going to try and do it to Leonhard instead.
Ring it.
That's a +4. +D4, sorry. That's 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, it gets its martial advantage as you are within 5 feet of one of its allies, so the attack does an extra 2d6.
Damn.
Oof.
Damn.
So the initial damage is 7, and the extra 2d6 is an extra 8, so 15 points of damage.
Oh, God.
Whoa. Okay, 15 damage. Not bad.
Yes, it is.
Holy crap.
It crashes into you. Woof.
Well, I really didn't want to fight, but seeing them strike out at my allies makes me really mad, so I'm gonna bonus action, go into a rage,
Okay.
pop down off the cart.
I assumed you were all off the cart to have this conversation just in case shit were to
Okay.
arrive. I'm not going to make you burn movement for that.
For sure. And yeah, I'm gonna run up to this guy right here and bonk him.
Give him a bonk. And remember, you can be 5 feet further back with your weapon if you wish.
Yeah.
It's up to you. You can be within melee range of him just in case. it's up to you.
Well, you know, they're gonna move forward and
Fair enough.
right.
All right.
Just
Give him a bonk.
javelin.
Give him a bonk.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm gonna do it
so wait-
recklessly.
So wait, you're throwing a javelin or you're piking?
I'm piking.
Okay, pike him hard.
Pike him hard. Right.
Like real hard.
Could you lower your mic a little bit, please?
Sorry. Yep.
Thank you. Yeah, hit.
All right. Stab. Stab.
Stab, stab. The guy looks rough. He was prepared. He came in, exchanged blows with Leonhardt, raised his sword and shield up, saw you running up, raised his shield, and you just poked him underneath it, and it went straight into the gut. Guy is staggered. He looks woozy. He doesn't know where he is. He's not having a good time. All right, Kaizan. Oh, unless with you action bonus, so yeah, you're done unless you want to use it.
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay, Kaizan.
How high up are these things? I noticed there's a ladder there.
They're about ladder's about 5 feet. So it's just a little raised platform to look
Okay.
over the bridge. Small defensive position.
Cause then I'll climb up to here then. It's 5
Okay.
feet, then 10 feet to get up. Or 5 feet there.
Yeah.
And then pull out this longbow
All right.
and target. Target this one. I think.
The middle one.
Yeah, the middle one there.
Okay.
And cast Hunter's Mark first.
All right. There's no save on that.
Bonus
He's just
sectional.
marked.
Yeah. And then we'll attempt to shoot an arrow.
Shooting arrows.
21
21 is a hit.
Alright. 8
8
plus
piercing
6.
Plus 6. He's dead.
Oh my
That's my
goodness.
He is very, very dead. That is also the one that shot at you as well. Hang on, let me double check
Yeah.
that. Let me check that's right. Okay, no, it's the one behind him who shot at you. So the one who just shot at you sees you climb up a ladder. He's getting ready to notch another arrow, and the guy in front of him just fucking keels over. Arrow coming out of his skull as you just wrecked him. He goes down.
Alright. That's about it. Actually, I'm 5 feet back, and then that's my turn.
Okay, Shivari.
Shvari will move down here and take a Eldritch Blast shot at the guy in the very back.
Take the shot.
Pyaw.
In case people are wondering, the platforms, even though they are raised on crisscrossed wood. So there's plenty of space to shoot between, so they're fine. 14 is a miss, I'm afraid.
Okay. That is all she does for now.
Okay, I understand. Also, I saw that chat message. Very clever. Alrighty. Hobgoblin at the front. He's not having a good day. But he's still going to try and hit Leonhardt, seeing that he is also wounded. He's gonna have a go, at least. Seeing just how much he got rocked, he's going to keep a shield out, actually, just to... He realized how rough it was without it, so he's going to keep his shield up. So one-handed longsword. Plus a d4. 13, not going to hit, I assume.
Nope.
Alright, that's his
Thank
attack.
God, no.
That's his attack. He's gonna... How rough he is, he makes the attack, he's going to panic. He's going to try and run.
Do we get an attack of opportunity from
You
this?
absolutely do. You at
Nice.
5 feet, Woof at 10 feet. So if you don't
Nice.
get him, then Woof might. So technically you can't take yours, because he's not left your range yet, Woof.
Okay.
It's an interesting thing about reach weapons. At least I think that's how it goes. Doesn't matter, because Leonhardt hits him. And he had 1 hit point, so he
Oof.
doesn't. He makes it directly into Woof's pike range, and then just goes down.
It's probably the most damage I've ever rolled, and then it doesn't matter. Damn it.
Still killed him. Kill's a kill. There is no kill like overkill.
Kill's a kill, yeah.
Alright, he is down. And it's your turn.
Okay, so Leonhard will move towards the captain.
Okay, treading over hobgoblin corpse on the way.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
With pretty beaten up look, he's gonna try to strike him too.
Okay. Just so you know, because I saw someone in chat mention it earlier, and I know you're reasonably new to the game, there is a rule in D&D where you can substitute an attack for an attempt to shove or grapple. Grappling reduces someone's speed to 0.
Yep.
A shove can either push someone back 5 feet or knock them prone.
Okay.
So
I'm still gonna try to cut
works
this
for
guy.
me. Give him a wallop.
Please.
14's a miss.
Okay, and then after seeing his blow miss and his body not really being at full strength, Leonhard closes his eyes real quick and thinks of a beautiful lady with red hair, and he sees her smile at him, and that gives him a little bit of reinvigorating new power. And I'm gonna do second wind.
All right. Heal up, yo.
That was 1d10 plus my level, right?
That is correct.
Good.
So I believe that's 1d10 plus 2.
Oh
yeah.
my
Ooh,
god.
that's that's a bad time. You focus on this maiden, but your brain's kind of distracted by the gaping chest wound. All right, that's your turn, I believe. Unless you want to move any more, if you can.
Okay, so you know what? Leonhard, just despite his reinvigoration not being as strong as he thought it would be, he continues to focus on this maiden again. Uses action surge, and then can he do attack and choke a potion, or is it just one of the two?
Potions are always a tricky thing. Technically, in terms of the rules, and this is what I'm going to go by in my campaign, using an item on yourself, unless it specifies otherwise, is part of your movement.
Okay.
So
I could do it.
I will say that drinking a potion yourself is a free action. Giving it to someone else, I'm being very generous here because I don't actually think that's how the rules are. Giving it to someone else is a full action to give to someone else.
Okay, then he's gonna try to attack
it to someone else's mouth is hard.
Right. Then he's gonna attack again and drink the potion after.
Okay. Alright. 21 hits. 9 damage to the captain.
Okay, and how much healing does the potion do?
It is a standard healing potion. So, hang on.
2d2 plus 2.
I will make a handout for you that has like all the levels of healing potions
Okay.
for you in the future, but I don't have it available. And I think
Maybe it's 2d4 plus 2?
you are correct. Thank you very much.
So 2d4 plus 2?
Yes.
Okay. That's a little bit better.
Yeah, chat saying a full action for someone else, bonus action for yourself, but eh. Alright, so you heal for 7.
Good.
We might change it if I change my mind, but for this session, instant ruling. That's how we roll. But I'll have a think about it. All right, that's your turn. The hobgoblin captain, seeing you step up, he's going to move around to here, and he's going to try and push you off the bridge.
Okay.
That is a contested athletics check.
All right. Don't you touch me, creature. Boom!
He rolled a 17. I was for sure thought you were going over. I mean, technically you wouldn't go over this turn. There's still enough platform for you to stand on, but he doesn't even get that. Tries to shove you, but no way. Can't even get close to you. He tries to shove you, but you literally just slap his hand out the way with the side of your sword and say your piece. All right.
Leonhard literally yells, "Don't touch me!"
Alrighty. Final living hobgoblin is going to again attempt to take a shot at Kaizan. Kaizan, you are technically behind half cover, so a +2 to your AC for this attack.
Alright.
Plus a d4. That is going to be a 20 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Dirty 20. All right, 3 points of piercing.
Oh man. Oh, only 3. That's not bad.
All
All
right.
right.
This hobgoblin is dead. Woof.
All right. Seeing this guy here in the back. Shooting arrows at our innocent friend. I'm gonna throw one of my javelins at him to get him to stop that.
Make an attack.
All right. Recklessly. 24.
Forgive me if I'm wrong. Is reckless a thing you can do with a ranged attack?
I can look. It says
would-
when you make the first attack on your turn, you
then
can do
hell
so
yeah-
recklessly.
Then hell yeah, 24 is a hit.
Alrighty, for 6 piercing damage.
6 piercing damage. Still up. Looking a little rough, but not too bad.
Alright, oh, that's really all I can do on this turn. I'm gonna move, let's see, how about... Move right here to back up your boy.
Okay, stepping onto the bridge. Kaizan.
All right. Bonus action, Kazan will move his hex to the goblin or hobgoblin in the back.
Okay, you move your hunter's mark.
Oh yeah, Hunter's Mark. Not. Yeah.
That's fine. They're very similar.
And then take a
Hunter's
shot.
axe.
14's a miss.
14. Oof.
Actually, hang on, let me double check. Because he is not using a shield, because the longbow is a two-handed weapon. No, still a miss, I'm afraid.
Alright. Yeah, that will... Kaizen actually climb down.
Okay.
And start going here.
Alrighty. Shivari.
Shivari will climb up here to get a slightly better vantage point. You
Okay.
hopefully hit the one in the back with an Eldritch Blast this
Take
time.
the shot. That did
You
not
got
work right,
this.
Woof. Whatever you were trying to do there.
Yeah, I
17.
noticed that.
17 without his shield up is a hit.
Nice.
Doing 7 force damage.
Yeah, he's down. He gets taken out. As your orange eldritch beam shoots out, hitting the one with the javelin sticking out of it. It looks surprised. It's been trying to shoot at Kaizan this entire time. As the javelin hits it, it's like, hey, I was supposed to 1v1. Ah! No one respects the 1v1. Alright, he is down. Do you have a bonus action you want to use?
Nope, that's all she will do.
Okay. That hobgoblin is dead. And it is Leonhard.
Okay. Actually, more hysterical than you're used to seeing it. Leonhard, with a furious blow, just tries to hit this guy again.
Give him a wallop.
Getting really pissed.
That's a no.
Damn it.
Oof.
Damn it.
I'm just checking your attacks because you. No, that's correct roll.
Not the greatest. Not the greatest.
I was just making sure that everything was in the sheet correctly and everything was fine, but no, just unlucky. All right, you have a bonus action if you have any.
No, my bonus action is to look very fiercely at him.
Probably a performance check for funsies. And make it intimidation. Make it intimidation.
Okay.
Unequip your sword of missing chance.
Of course, now comes the 18.
It's a very scary face. He doesn't seem too perturbed, but it's convincing. You feel convinced about it. You know you look scary. It is the hobgoblin captain. He's gonna try and shove you off again. So contest athletics.
Okay. Not too bad. Not too
He
bad.
wins. You're
Oh
pushed
my
5
God.
feet backwards. You're still on the bridge.
Okay, so I'm here now.
Yes, he's gonna move up to you. That's his turn. Woof, you're teetering on the edge.
Alright, it's not broke, don't fix it. Rage Pike! Recklessly.
Yep. That's a hit.
8
points
damage.
of damage. Still up, you can tell that this one is significantly heartier than his brethren.
Hey, could you stop, please? This isn't very nice, and I really don't enjoy this, but, like, if you went away...
You attacked
that'd be
us!
fine. I know.
Okay. Kaizan.
That's my turn.
Alright. Kazan will bonus action move Hunter's Mark to
Okay.
Captain Hobgoblin.
Yar, the deadliest pirate. I am Captain Hobgoblin.
Go back up to his vantage point up here. And attempt to take a shot.
Okay. Just zooming in
20.
the camera because the action is becoming very much more centralized. 20 is very much a hit.
Alright.
Nice.
And plus 14 damage.
Is that max? Okay, not max.
No.
Getting close though. Big hit. He's still up, but that kind of rocked him a little.
Alright.
Hey, I'm doing maths.
That is it.
Okay. Like a mouse. Alright, it's your turn. Yeah, he's looking rough. Shivari.
Shivari will shoot an Eldritch Blast at him.
Pew pew.
Pew pew. I miss.
You
Damn.
you shoot off, and you can see what appears to you see a bit of this ancient statue just gets chipped off and falls into the river. You have successfully desecrated a monument.
Oh, God.
To be fair, it's a monument of someone people hated, hence why it's fallen over.
Yeah?
Alright, bonus action?
No.
Okay. And Leonhardt, you are up. You can feel. You move your foot. You move your foot back a bit. You can feel the crumbling stone behind you, and the gap.
Alright. So, like, the fact that this time the Hobgoblin actually did touch him makes Leonhard like freak out a little bit. You know when teenagers have their cracks in their voice? And he's like, I said don't touch me! So,
Okay.
boom!
Hit. 4 damage. Still up, but looking
God
rough.
Damn it, god damn it.
Now it's looking real bad. It was within Hunter's Mark killing range, put it that way. You have I don't know if you have a bonus action.
I guess there's nothing else I can do.
Alrighty. The Hobgoblin Captain. He's gonna try and push you off the bridge.
Oh, God.
Okay.
He succeeds.
Oh, no!
21 to 16.
Dude, this
With
guy
that,
is
you've-
buff
with
as hell.
That, with the push, yeah, he's big. he pushes you off the bridge. The bridge is 30 feet high, so you're going to take 3d6 worth of falling damage as you tumble down the cliff to the ground below.
3d6.
3d6 worth of falling damage.
Yikes.
Oof.
I'll take your roll because you roll first, but in the future
Oh, sorry,
it's-
sorry. Okay.
In the future, that's world damage, but 7 points of damage. We'll take that. You fall onto the land next to the river because there is a river below, but there is land first. As you hit a bit of the cliff face on the way down, you are prone.
While
on the
falling,
ground.
Leonhard is trying as hard as he can to prevent any falling damage from the hair. It's like,
You remember the iron helmet that you guys picked up, wishing you put it on. As you fall and land. Make a dex save to protect the hair.
easy. Oh,
no.
The hair is dragged through the dirt through the cliff face on the way down.
God.
Shivani!
You're prone on the floor. The hobgoblin turns to Woof. Looks down at his bleeding self, looks to Woof. Shrugs.
I die an honorable death.
Your turn, Woof.
I suppose I can give you that at least.
Or can you? We'll see.
Recklessly.
No, you
12
can't.
misses. Just kidding.
Alright. Bonus action?
I don't have any bonus actions, unfortunately.
Movement?
I'm staying put.
Alright, Kaizan.
Alright. Kaizan moves to the edge. Right there. Takes aim. His bow. Takes a shot.
He has his arms out like this, ready to take the hit. Brrr, into his shield, which he isn't even blocking with. Into the back end of his shield. Shivani. And him.
I'll shoot an Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blaze. There we go. How do you want to kill him?
Destroy him.
How do you want to kill him?
Feeling angry about what the hobgoblin just did to Leon. She shoots out her orangish, bluish Eldritch Blast, and it just engulfs him.
Yeah, he has his hands out. Looks confused at the arrow in the wrong side of his shield, and looks back up just in time. Just gets completely destroyed. His body is still whole, but he is very dead.
With the force damage and the crit, can it like knock him off with the bridge too?
Absolutely it can. As he gets pushed backwards. Leonhardt, as you're standing up, dusting yourself off, you look up just in time. Into the water.
Nice.
You're out of initiative.
Whew.
That's really cleared the hobgoblins. The rest of you currently can't see where you were standing at the end of combat, where Leonhardt was, and if he was alive. So Leonhardt, as you stand up, you see everyone. You see Javari and whoever else wants to run to the cliff edge, just looking down at you.
I don't think you've ever seen Leonhardt in this condition. Like, completely dirty from head to tippy toe. Hair is a mess. Like, he's looking like he's had a really rough time, and he's actually like super confused. And he looks up and like not saying anything, and just tries to crawl back up to the bridge.
Make an athletics check to climb. Meanwhile, you can hear from the cart. Everything okay over there? I can't see Sir Leonhardt. Did he kill them all? You successfully
fell
climbed the
off the-
cliff.
Fell off the bridge.
Oh no! Is he okay?
Javari
Are
will
you
call out
okay?
to Leon. Leon, are you okay?
I'm fine, but I'm afraid that creature managed to touch me, and I do require your service, Javari, immediately.
At this point, you make it.
He's okay.
Oh, that's good. Thank God. Thank the gods.
Well, he's climbing up the cliff,
Do we
right?
have any rope?
Yeah, he climbed up successfully on his own. An 18 is
okay.
enough to clamber it up.
Right. When he gets up onto the cliffside, I'll use prestidigitation, the hair first, and then try and clean up whatever else I can.
Okay, you can't restyle the hair, but there's no longer any dirt or sticks in it. And the armor is back to its clean state. It's not polished, but it is clean. Same with the clothes. I assume you keep going until he is
Yeah.
clear.
Clean him
Well,
as best
his armor is clear. You are able to clean his hair and his armor, but not his pride.
That is true. Sad but true. Leonhardt just looks devastated on the inside and just gives a thankful look to Shivani and says, let's not talk about this day anymore.
Are you okay, Sir Leonhardt?
doesn't even say anything.
As you are looking a little rough, my friend. Here you go. Kaizan reaches out to touch him on the shoulder with green energy swirling around his hand and casts Cure Wounds.
You go for
Or
6.
6.
Damn. Nice. Thank you, Kaizen. I do not know what to say. This was a shameful display.
Just gonna wipe the blood off of my pike and go collect my javelin if I can.
Yeah, you can. The body's still on the bridge. You collect the javelin, then I assume you all remove the body from the bridge as you need to get your cart over it, and it's in the way.
I'm just gonna go
Yeah.
sit back down on the cart quietly.
There is no shame in the ones being victorious.
Yes,
I mean,
you fought well, comrades.
I mean, Wolf, if you're upset, Leonhardt has a point. They weren't attacking us, but they could have attacked others. They're not
They weren't
attacking
hurting
us because
anybody.
Leonhardt is awesome.
They weren't hurting anybody.
But they might have
There
in
is-
the future.
They're scared.
Leonhard just addresses Wolf. It says, Wolf, that is an important lesson for you to be learned. Imagine your friend Sebastian traveling on this road. Do you think they would have stopped attacking him?
Here's a lesson for you. If you're gonna be alpha, you gotta learn how to defend your pack. Learn to use your sword.
Something deep within Leonhard just shattered. And without a word, he just says, off we go. We have a journey to continue.
Alright, so Leonhardt. Journey continues.
I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wolf. I'd prefer we all got along.
Yeah, me too.
Alright. You continue on to the point where it begins to get dark and you set up camp. What watch order are you taking?
Kazan will take first watch.
I'll take my usual second.
All right,
Well,
I'll go
third.
last.
Usual order. God, we're so close to having the webcam order. It's fine. Alright, so standard stuff. If you have dark vision, then roll normally perception for your watch. If you don't, then roll with disadvantage. So, Kaizan.
Alrighty.
9.
Don't notice anything in particular happening. Everything appears to be mostly clear for the moment.
Alright, Kazan will, after his shift, go to wake up Wolf, and when he does say, hey, Wolf, you mind if I talk to you for a moment?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I know you did not want to kill those hobgoblins earlier, and I do not blame you, but you know, back in my tribe where I'm from, we live near lots of forests. There are lots of creatures there. And one day when I was out on a hunt with a couple of my friends, we came across a beast larger than normal. It looked to be a little bit aggressive, but we did not. We hid from it. We did not do anything about it, and we went on our hunt. That one looked a little, perhaps too dangerous for us, but we hunted smaller game, stuff that we could easily take back to the tribe. And a couple of days later, a more inexperienced hunter went out, and you know, he found this beast, and unfortunately did not return to the tribe that day. Now, if I had not had that experience, maybe I would share your sentiment here, but I think that it is easy to walk away from things when they are not hurting you, but those hobgoblins would have certainly hurt other people, so...
You don't know that. They were scared, Kaizen.
They were scared of us.
I could smell it. They were. I protected Emmy. I protected the house. I didn't hurt. I mean, we hunted for food, but I mean that's natural, and we protected. We don't just because we're bigger and better and more good at the things that we do doesn't mean that we just get to decide who does what, you know? I don't understand the people stuff, but I mean,
I think sometimes...
I hunted rats. The weasels hunted rats. I didn't kill the weasels because they would hunt the rats. They gotta do what they gotta do too.
Well, there is wisdom in this, but I only know what I was taught from, my own experiences and from the elders of my tribe, and sometimes they say that things happen for, the greater good, I suppose. And I think, I'm not telling you should believe one way or another. I am just trying to give you my perspective on it. Maybe they would have not harmed anybody, but I think
I
it is
understand.
more likely that they would have. They were debating, I believe. Shibari said they were debating attacking us, but the only reason they did not is because they were afraid, because we killed their leader. I cannot, I imagine my friend from the tribe going off, and if he was walking down the road and slain. I regret not killing that beast when I had a chance. That is all I am saying, but... Yes, I will leave you to your watch now.
Thank you. I appreciate what you're saying, and I think I understand. You're right. And I think and I know you're right, but it doesn't make me feel better.
It is just different perspective, not right, not wrong, just a decision that we make, and you either feel good or bad about it, justified or not justified. There's always a choice.
So they attacked you and not Leo. Leo was the one attacking them, and that wasn't right, but I still didn't feel good about it.
Of course, sometimes things such as that do not feel good. Often they do not. It is not always easy to make choices, but it is the way the world goes.
Being a people is hard, Kaizen.
Yes, I know it must be a big change for you to get used to, but I have your back if you need anything.
That means a lot. Thank you. You're a good friend. I feel better. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna protect the cat now.
Okay. I didn't see anything this time, but I have faith in your watching abilities. You have very keen senses, Wolf. Very keen senses.
Thank you. I work really hard. I'm gonna try to do a good job.
I know you do. Okay, I shall rest now.
Okay, have a good night.
Likewise to you.
Alright.
I'm gonna do a good job. I roll my perception with disadvantage.
Yep. You have
Excellent,
a look around,
yes.
Have a look around the camp. Keep an eye out as everyone sets up. Nothing really catches your attention. You can't tell if it's because your mind is a little bit distracted, taking in and appreciating and debating what Kaizad said, or whether it is just too dark. Can't really tell. But eventually you go up and wake Shivari.
I go and I say, "Hey, Shivari, I didn't see anything, but it's your turn to watch the fire.
All right, thank you.
Can
Shafari
I
will.
ask you something?
Yeah,
Do you feel bad killing those goblins?"
I feel bad killing anything. It's just not something that I am ever used to do. But at the same time, they did threaten us in a way, and they do threaten others. It is in their nature to be aggressive to other people.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Thank you. Watch well. I'm gonna go into Kaizan's tent and lay down.
Alright. Shivari, make your perception.
Perception.
14. Best so far. Nothing around your camp, but you think you catch a glimpse against the moon of what appears to be. You thought it was a cloud, but then you realize it is smoke coming from quite far away. It looks like someone else set up camp as well. A pretty good distance from you. It doesn't look like they're moving. It doesn't look like they're any particular threat, but somewhere ahead of you in the direction you're heading, someone has set up camp.
Right.
Alright, you finish your watch.
We'll wake up Leonhardt. It is Yarawat. I did see some smoke from a little further ahead. I think it is perhaps someone else's camp for them now, but I don't think we have to really worry about it.
Maybe another patrol. Could also be more hobgoblins, so we better be careful.
All right. It is your watch, so I
Thank you,
trust that
Shivari.
you will watch for us.
I will do, and have a good night.
Good night.
Okay. Leonhardt, make your perception disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage. Sorry. then I'm
You're in the
gonna
dark
roll
and you're a
again.
human.
Okay. Then
You are human.
Another
We
one.
are bad at dark.
Okay.
Consistent, yeah. You see the best. You also spot. You're able to spot the fire plume as well. You're able to spot the smoke plume as well. Once again, doesn't
Okay.
appear to be moving any closer towards you. And you are able to spot what appears to be a small badger attempting to creep into town to have a go at some of the leftovers from your rations for the night, having a go at some of the packaging. It creeps in, doesn't appear to realize you've seen it yet as it creeps forward.
Okay. Then I guess I wake or Leonhardt wakes everybody up.
Do you just let the badger take the stuff?
Oh, sorry. What was the badger doing?
It's stealing the leftovers basically from your rations.
How much is it?
It's crumbs and packaging.
I guess badgers are actually like they're. Would you describe them as pretty animals? I think they're quite pretty, actually.
I think badgers are handsome, personally. I think a badger is a handsome thing.
Yeah. So Leonhardt would basically just look at it, smile, and not do anything.
Okay. It licks up some of the crumbs and then takes some of the packaging and scampers off into night. Doesn't even realize you saw it. So you wake everyone up for the morning.
Okay. So I once again, like the day before, Leonhardt makes a little bit of a clunking sound, bashes his sword against the
Clank,
shield,
clank.
and clank clank, and is like, "Wake up, everybody! We have a mission to fulfill." And after having a little bit of a rough time yesterday, I am back in good spirit to lead you to safety and to make sure that our path to home will be a pleasant one.
Oh boy, I can't wait to get to home and see Sebastian. I'm so excited.
It's a good this morning. Buddy rolling around in his bedroll.
Touch your crackly.
I can fix that 1 second.
Okay. Buddy's still sleeping?
Test, can you all hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's much better now.
Great success. Hooray. Sorry, yes. But he's not
It's
sleeping, he's just
Okay.
not being good for the morning. Just like, oh, that was a good speech, Cillian Hart. Oh, he's a bit stiff. Oh.
A good speech for a good lad, buddy. So,
Thank
get
you,
our
Cillian
card
Hart.
ready, and we shall
Absolutely.
make way.
Absolutely, Cillian Hart. Begins getting the cart ready. Before long, unless there is any morning business, you are on your way.
Before we get into the cart, glimpsing at where she saw the smoke before, does she still see any smoke in
Yes, actually. No, you don't, sorry.
Okay.
Actually, no, yes you do. Sorry. Sorry, I'm confused.
She'll just let the rest of the party know that. I did see some smoke last night, and it seems that there's still some ahead. So, something to be wary of.
Someone else making camp.
That is what I presume, but could be more goblins, as I think Leon pointed out when I woke him up.
Maybe. Is it in the direction that we're traveling, or in another direction?
It's in the direction you're travelling. It's towards the next town.
Okay.
Okay, the lovely town of brings up world map. The lovely town of Cherto. What a lovely place.
By the way, we did get back our hit points, right?
Yes, you have had a long rest just now.
Okay,
The sleep is a long rest.
Good. So it is my duty to make sure that no harm comes close to you on this journey, and we will keep our eyes open. Everyone, I expect full vigilance. You never know how many more hobgoblins there might be in these forests.
This is true. I will keep
Yeah.
my eyes peeled.
All right. So you will mount back up and continue along the road. Who is taking the watch today?
I'll watch.
You'll watch. All right.
Try
make
also
the
keep
first
an eye out.
perception. All right. So you'll take second. So woof, watch.
Woof, watch. Yes, sir.
You say Woof is a watchdog.
Hey.
Completely
10.
average.
Yep. You
Back
wouldn't
to my
spot
standard
any-
trap.
You wouldn't spot any threats, but luckily none were rolled on the random encounter table. But
Well,
you are able
that's
to
good.
you are able to easily hear, as do the rest of you with your passive perceptions, what sounds like the muttering of people up ahead, like a fairly happy fairly happy chattering. You can even hear a little bit of music being played on a lute up ahead.
Oh, it's a party! I mean, like to have parties.
Maybe.
That's what you can hear up ahead. What do you want to do?
We should go to the party, guys. And we might be there.
Is me traveling, you think?
She travels sometimes. I don't know what she's up to right now. I miss her so much.
Indeed. Well, I guess we could check.
A little break never hurt anyone, so I'll leave it up to you to decide whether we shall delay our progress a little bit. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, understood.
I think we can proceed and stop by. See
Yeah.
what it is about. If nothing imperative, then we could just keep on our way. Should not be too much of a delay.
All right.
Alright.
Okay. So as you guys roll on up ahead, we will just plow on.
Alrighty.
As you plow on ahead, the sound of talking gets louder until you are able to see, in a clearing off to the side of the road, several caravans are parked up in a small circle, and there is a reasonable congregation of travelers at what appears to be a small impromptu market. Set up around, people chatting, a little bit of music, there's a little bit of food being sold, some trade being had. There's a small by the road market. Just with a load of people chatting around, a couple different tents sat around. So Ken, we've arrived. You carried it on, and at the side of the road, the source of the noise was a small by the road market.
Okay, cool.
So you head. Are you gonna? You said you were pulling aside, so you pull aside, and you have a small market at your disposal. There's currently here. There appears to be a shop for small knickknacks. There is a person who apparently selling weapons and travelers' clothes, and there appears to be someone selling food, and there appears to be one person who is selling cart repair, and then there's one person who appears to be handing out some kind of leaflets in front of a very heavily armored, very strong-looking half orc actually. Handing out very rare around these parts. Handing out flyers to people in front of a cart. So
I guess Leonhard would go straight for the leaflet guy and check out what all the commotion is about.
Okay. He stands before you.
Friend, welcome to our humble market.
Is that the half orc speaking?
Yes.
Well,
Welcome
good day,
to
sir. Would you be so kind and show me one of your leaflets?
Of course. Welcome. It's all yours. I'm sure you're fully aware of the magical plague that's been overtaking our lands, and you should join us in helping deal with it.
He hands you a leaflet, and the leaflet says on it, is one of your friends a magician? With someone being zapped by lightning on the front of it. You open it up, and it appears to be an anti-magic leaflet, basically saying how magic is dangerous and evil.
Is this like normal? Like, has Leonhard seen these things? Is it like
you've heard of
superstition?
people being slightly less comfortable around magic, but you've never seen anything like this before. You can see on the back it is just AMF, the anti-magic front.
Okay. Well, Leonhard just takes a quick look at this leaflet and then gives a flashing smile at the and says, "Well, you don't mistake my good looks for magic, do you? You won't strike me down."
Oh my god!
You're funny, friend.
And he claps you on the shoulder. On the armor, not on you.
Yep.
No, wearing that, I wouldn't dream of calling you a filthy magic user.
That is good to hear. Now, so what would be like the Homeland Security Codex be towards this attitude, towards this anti-magic attitude? Like, are they supporting this, or are they more like neutral?
It's not technically illegal.
Okay.
It's that kind of thing. They don't do anything openly against the law. They don't hunt magic users that you know of or anything. It's more protests and gathering people against it.
All right. Well, you keep your eyes open for magic users, but remember, the law counts everywhere in these lands. Do not do anything.
Of course. Laws of the land, laws of nature, all things that begin to be subverted by magic. Keep that leaflet. Show it anyone you think might be interested in our great and worthy cause.
Fantastic. Leonhard turns around and goes back to the party, and
that whole time Kaizen was, even before any of the anti-magic stuff, it was just like half frowning, half scowling at this half orc.
Yeah, Sam, just giving him like a squinty eye. Go get in line for food. It was just, he's a good magician.
Leonhard just addresses the party real quick. As soon as he makes sure that the half orc, can't hear him anymore,
Mhm.
and says, "Friends, while I may not officially support this kind of behavior, we need to be on our toes. I would hate to start trouble with the local population here." And he takes a look at Shavati. "I still do not know the extent of your power, dear Shavati, but better keep your skills to yourself for now." And he points to the hair, gives her a wink, and says, "Not for now."
He'll just nod, and I know how to be discreet.
Very good, very good. We should probably be on our way soon. These people, they seem a little bit fishy to me.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. This is not a party. It's not fun at all.
Did you want to buy a snack, Woof?
Yes, I did want to buy a
Okay,
snack.
it's 2 copper, and it appears to be some kind of sausage meat. The meat
Nice.
itself is. I'm trying to think of the word. It's not questionable, but nebulous. It's very unclear what this meat could be, but it tastes okay. It's
Oh, that's
fresh,
my
it's freshly
favorite.
cooked. Nebulous meat, the best meat. Is there anything else you guys want to buy? There is, once again, a weapon and clothes shop, small knickknacks area.
Are there any elves or half-elves among the merchants?
Make a perception check. $22. Yes.
22.
There is the what looks to be middle-aged, aka very old for an elf, man. Selling the knickknacks. Appears to be a half-elf.
Half-elf? Okay. Kazan will walk over and say, "Hello, friend. What are you selling?"
Welcome, welcome. I sell all sorts of knickknacks and bits and bobs.
Anything that would interest the hunter?
Well, I have this hunter's trap. Always useful for the hunter.
How much?
That would be for 5 gold pieces.
5 gold. And what kind of trap is it? Like
It's similar to what you saw Woof use. It's a bear trap. It's on the table.
bear trap. I see. No, thank you. I already have one of these, but
Understood. The other suitable question. You say a hunter. A hunter of what? If it is people, then I have manacles.
Yikes.
it has not come to be that, but it would not be outside of the realm of possibility.
Well, they are
Perhaps they will be useful.
They are 2 gold if you are interested.
Maybe perhaps we could trade. Pull out
Hey,
2
boys,
daggers.
I have a lot. What do you have? 2 daggers?
Pull out, 2 daggers.
Are those the goblin daggers?
Yeah.
Okay. These are not of the best quality. I can maybe knock off a silver.
The silver.
1 gold, 9 silver. For the manacles.
I will keep the daggers then. But
Understood.
2 gold, you said?
Yes, that would be
Okay.
acceptable. Okay.
This is a pleasure.
Alright, so you
Doing
now own a
business.
set of manacles.
Cool.
Alright.
Nice.
Other stuff on his table that might catch your interest. He has a fishing tackle, which you said hunting might be of interest. He has a grappling hook. What appears to be a mostly used healer's kit, like it has maybe 3 uses left. There is a lantern, bullseye. And what appears to be other standard stuff like mess kits, bed rolls, a lot of traveling useful stuff, cooking materials.
Actually, how much for the grappling hook?
The
grappling hook. Are you planning on hunting something on top of a mountain? That would be 2 gold pieces.
2. Okay.
Yes.
Another 2 then.
Okay.
You never know what we'll get up to when he travels.
Of course,
So-
of course. You need rope for that, or do you have rope?
Do I have rope? I believe. I will purchase a rope as well, if you have any.
Okay, of course I do. You want a rope? I have a silk or hempen.
Hemp.
Hempen it is. That would be 1 gold piece.
Okay.
Alright. You have been most helpful. Might I ask,
You as well.
what is one of our kind doing so far east?
Him. You see, I suppose sort of just traveling. I think there are many things for me to seek here on my way towards home.
Then best of luck and peace be with you, friend.
You as well, friend.
Is there anything else anyone else wants to buy?
Nope.
Nope.
All right. Cool. You head back to the cart. Buddy is eating nebula sausage. It's nice here, isn't it, Sir Leonhart? He was not here when you had the previous conversation. He just went straight for food.
Well, buddy, it might look nice, but I'm afraid if you were a magic user, you wouldn't be enjoying the company of these people too much.
Oh. It's a good job I'm not there. Oh. We should go, shouldn't we?
We should indeed be on our way.
All right, let's move on. Sends it, spurs on the horses. As you all head off, you see the half orc. Catches a quick glance as you on the way up. Doesn't appear too interested, but again,
My hoodie
very
is pulled
very
up
strong
better.
looking, well armed, but takes a quick glance as you leave. What he's mostly looking to see if Leonhard sells the pamphlet.
Okay, actually, I was going to bring that up. I'm not lying. Actually, when we were setting course and Buddy is like, getting the horses to run, like Leonhard would have probably just, thrown the leaflet over the shoulder, like out of the cart.
Okay. I will make him roll a
Oh,
perception
God.
check and see if he spots that.
I was actually going to bring that up.
That's fine.
She probably has her hood up, by the way.
That's fine. No worries. How far away would you have been when you threw it?
I don't know, like we're sitting on the cart, and the moment the cart,
Started moving.
goes off.
Okay, yeah.
Like the
he
moment the
spot-
horses start moving, I would have just thrown
Alright,
it.
He spots it. He gives you a very disapproving look. Very, very disapproving look. Muscles bulging. Gives you a small snarl as you leave.
All right. I give him a smile.
Kill him with kindness. All right, you continue on. So Shivari, I believe it is your check now.
Yeah. Oh.
Keeping an eye out. Nothing appears to be bothering you. You can't spot anything.
Your mind is a little bit distracted by the whole anti-magic thing.
That's fine. As you continue on, it is at that point that there's that point that Buddy turns around and just goes, Sir Leonhart?
Yes, buddy.
I think we're lost.
That is unfortunate for me to hear, but I thought you traveled several times now.
So did I, but I still think we're lost. And stuff isn't looking as familiar as it was.
Buddy, now now hold on. Slow down the horses a little bit. Let's analyze the situation a little.
Whoa! Cart pulls to a stop.
Do you remember the last time? When did you first get the impression of you being lost?
About now, sir.
An hour ago?
About now.
About now.
Yeah. I mean, I thought I recognised a tree, and then I thought I recognised a hill, but it turns out trees and hills look quite similar, and there's a lot of them.
Do we have a map with us?
Do you have a map with you? That's your inventory, not mine.
Damn it. I don't think I've got one.
I don't have one.
Buddy, do you have anything that resembles a map of this area, this location?
I do not, Sir Leonhardt.
I'm gonna be back.
Okay.
God damn it! I just want to smack Buddy, and he's just too nice though. Well, you know what, Buddy? I know you're a good lad and all, but I think from now on we're gonna leave navigation to a man that's actually capable in that regard. And no, I know you thought it was me. I can't blame you, Buddy, for this thought, but we're gonna leave that up to Kaizen.
Didn't Kaizen sort of just arrive in the country?
I do not know these roads. If you tell me to go in a certain direction, northeast, then I can follow that, but I do not know the roads.
I guess Leonhard would kind of know what it would look like on a map. The road and everything.
Yeah, give or take.
So he could probably give like a general direction of like southeast, I guess.
I mean, he just southeast is the main direction, but it's several days worth of travel. A small variance is a pretty big miss.
So we're still on a road, right? It's not like we're in the wilderness.
Not. You appear to be in a field with some hills above you, buddy. And a lake in front of you and a small waterfall next to it. That's how I knew we were lost. Don't recognise that waterfall. Never seen that before in my life. Pretty though.
Buddy,
thought the road felt a little bit bumpy.
Field.
When did we leave the road?
Gonna be honest, Sir Leonhardt. This is my V. I was not paying attention.
Buddy, now would you be so kind and inform us what you were daydreaming of?
I'm going to have to politely decline, Sir Leonhardt.
As unfortunate as it is, I think we could just go the opposite direction till we come across the road and then go from there.
Could you take us there, Kaizen? A man of your skill is needed for this.
We are going southeast now. We have to go northwest to go back on the road. Sure. I think we left tracks with the cart, so we just follow those tracks back.
Kaizen, make me a survival check.
Sure. 16.
Easy enough.
Not bad.
You turn back round and begin heading back round the lake that you came past on the way, rolling back along the lines. The rest of you now slightly more on alert, being in the middle of nowhere. You are able to spot that the area you're in, once again, is a little bit hilly, but there appears to be a small hillock with a cave on the top of it, inside another cliff face.
Hey, guys. Look.
What is it?
There's a cave.
Oh, the cave. It is a cave, yes.
Is that the
You know, I
cave?
feel like I'm the only one who gets excited about this kind of stuff.
I mean, there are many sorts of things out in the wild, at least back where I am from, so I assume it would not be very different here. Probably is the home to some creatures.
Yeah, I was like, there are some creatures in there or something.
Yes. Do you want to go look at it?
A little bit.
I mean, it's on the hill. Maybe it could be of more use than just the fact that there is a cave. Maybe if we get on the hill, we can see where the road
How far
is
away
and
from it are we?
maybe the way to go.
From where you are right now, you're about, if you don't climb the hill and walk around, you're about 70, 80 feet. If you climb the hill, about 40, 45.
I'm gonna start running for the hill. Jump off the cart and start running for it.
For your lives.
Oof, slow down. Kaizen will jump off the cart and follow.
Yeah, Leonhard just says, "You go ahead. I'm gonna have a little conversation with Buddy here, but I shall be with you in a bit."
Okay, we'll start running for the hill. We'll start with Kendrick.
I'm going to
Roll
get
my
a better
eyes.
vantage point.
The vantage point wise, there's a there once again. If you tell you what, let me show you a map.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Let's do that. Here you are. So you can
Or just legit in the middle of nowhere.
you are in the middle of nowhere.
You know, I had my suspicion when we were lost when the cart started filling with water.
Has anyone told me? Does anyone else smell salt and feel wet? Everyone say sad about 2 hours back? Alright, yes, Kaizen, where do you wish to vantage point eyes yourself?
I guess Kaizen walk over to here and then try to climb up this
roll
part.
roll an athletics check.
Zoom.
Athletics. 20.
Easy enough. You're able to climb up on top of that area. Wolf is standing at the cave entrance. Shivari.
Shvari will stay back near the cart.
Okay. Leonhard, you're with Buddy and Shivari nearby. So
Yeah,
Leonhard,
so-
I'm sorry, I got distracted.
Buddy, you know who you're traveling with.
Yes, Sir Leonhard.
Could you reiterate that real quick?
I'm traveling with Sir Leonhard von Griever. Great knight from the Homeland Security.
Absolutely right, and on an important mission to guide these people safely to home. Now, can we guide these people safely to home when our cart is going into absolutely nowhere?
No, Sir Leonhard.
I'm glad we're on the same page so far. So what I want you to do right now, in order for you to remain a good lad that I always thought you were, is for future events like these, the moment we leave a road, the moment we leave a safe path, or the moment you start daydreaming again, you will let me know, or anyone else in the party, preferably me though.
Yes, Sir Leonhard. I'm sorry. I got really engrossed in this daydream, and then I realised that this road's bumpy, and then I realised I didn't know where we were.
Now, see, I am a man that appreciates and protects beauty wherever he sees it. Now, daydreams are definitely something that can be very beautiful. So I command you now to tell me what this daydream was about,
Oh
to see
my
if it's worth the
God.
trouble.
What a bully!
Make a persuasion check.
All right, persuasion.
Buddy, you see the signs.
I was thinking about how cool it would be to be a knight, and I imagined I was a knight in big shining armor with like a parrot on my shield because I can't have a peacock, but it's still pretty. And I dreamt that I was thinking about how cool it would be if I was on that bridge, fighting goblins and saving the day and saving travelers for the future. And then I'd get the girl, and it would be I'd be loved and appreciated, and
Oh.
then I realised we were lost.
Yeah.
See, buddy, that is a wonderful thing to strive for. Being a knight in shining armor, having a bird as your crest.
I also dreamt I had really nice hair, if that helps.
Does Buddy actually have nice hair? Like, or is he bald?
Buddy's hair is short and scruffy. Think classic British chimney sweep portrayal in terms of hair. Clearly is under a hat most of the time. Looks a bit messy.
But does he have, like, does his hairline indicate that he could grow some nice hair?
With time and care, yeah.
Okay. Buddy, let me tell you this. Not all is lost, and beauty is a thing that can be achieved. Through talent, but also through hard work. And I think if we put a little bit of work into you, we can make you come closer to reach the goal of your daydream. In order to get there, though, buddy, you need to understand that daydreaming alone won't get you there. And the best way to make a first step or one step closer towards that goal of yours, towards that beautiful dream, is to stay focused and alert and to help me complete our mission. And once we get back to home, I shall personally look into the affair and help you in whatever way I can. Now, are we on the same page?
Make another persuasion check.
Aww.
Persuasion check. We go again.
Oofda.
Good enough. He rolled
You're
very
a good
low.
lad, buddy.
He looks up at you and smiles. I would like that very much, Sir Leonhart. Thank you, you're too good to me. You're too generous, Sir Leonhart.
If that's what it takes to get us back to home, then so it shall be. Now, you'd better get that cart back into good fashion, in good shape.
It is at this point that a result of what Woof is doing would probably happen. Woof, you're at the mouth of the cave. What you doing?
I'm just looking in the inside of the cave. I'm like, hello? Hey!
You silence for a moment.
Hear anything? What's your name?
Not the question I expected.
Hey, Wolf, do you see something?
No, I hear something. Hello, Rockets. Nice to meet you. My name is Woof. What you doing?
Kaizen
Oh, I'm
climbs
sorry.
down.
Okay.
Should we come back at another
Don't
time?
worry.
What are you?
I'm a people. What are you?
I like people. I'm hungry.
And you hear.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Wolf, I would back up if I were you.
I'm gonna, yeah, take a step back and turn to Kaizen and be like, do you know what a hungry is?
As you take a step back,
Well, it's
ducking out
hungry.
of the cave is a large hulking ogre, and as Leonhart finishes his conversation, him and Shivari's attention is also drawn by a.
Oh! Oh boy.
Tasty.
Yeah, Wolf, back away from it.
You look tasty.
Yeah, I'm weighing the options. I'm gonna take one careful step back and then turn to a sprint and be like, oh my god, I don't want to go anymore. It's not little animals. Let's go home, please.
It swings a club at you as you step out of its range. Rude, come back! And
Oh.
that is where we're going to pick up next session.
No!
Oh my god, the cliffhanger, man.
Yeah. We'll pick up with the attack of opportunity from the ogre next time and jump straight into a fight at the start of next Monday.
Ah!
Would you like me to just do the attack of opportunity now and we can pick up at initiative?
No, that sounds terrible. I want to do or something, and then it's like your crumpled body falls to the floor as both of your legs are broken, and you have to scramble away using only your hands. That sounds sad.
You'll have a week to prepare for that.
I'll have a week to make a new character.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, everyone, thank you all very much for watching this episode. It'll be up on YouTube as soon as the export is available from Twitch, because Twitch likes to be weird sometimes with that, but it does its best. Sorry for the week delay. Kendrick, thank you for traveling so far to make this possible, and good luck with getting your internet
Good. You know
sorted
what?
tomorrow.
That was totally worth it.
I like the feels, man. I did not expect feels this session.
Yes.
I expected a lovely, chill travel session. Maybe combat with the hobgoblins. I wasn't sure. Maybe you guys decided to beat the shit out of the half-orc. I didn't know. But yeah, that was fantastic. That was really good.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hope you all had fun.
I had a really good time. Thank
think
you.
that was
Thank you,
probably,
Kat, for
that was-
being here.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite session so far. That was really good.
Yeah.
Yay!
Well,
That feels really good. Alright, well, there is more to come in the future, everyone. If you like the show, then subscribe to this stream, support the Patreon, which supports this show. If you like the players, then for starters, Faye, are you streaming afterwards? We did Crowan last time. Are you streaming after this?
No, I'm probably gonna go make dinner. And then
Crowan, are you streaming after this?
maybe, but I'll probably be a few.
Okay, well, we'll rate something else for now, and we'll get you next time.
It's all good.
But yeah, if you like these people, if you hit !players in the chat, it will give you their Twitters, their Twitches. Most of them have donation links on those. Support them, love them, give their channels subs, give them follows, because they are wonderful. And as usual, we will jump to what everyone is doing in the next week. So we'll start at the top of the screen as usual. So Crone, what are you doing in the next week before the next session?
Trying to figure out what game that I don't hate.
Oh.
And yeah, I'll be on and off streaming probably. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Crowan, and twitch.tv/Crowan. Yeah, and subscribe to Tetcher with Twitch Prime.
Yay, Twitch
Yeah.
Prime value. Subscribe to any of these people with Twitch Prime, except Jinxie, because Jinxie currently doesn't have internet to stream, but hope soon. Hashtag hopefully.
Send me
maybe.
money and give me a computer.
Yeah, send money for computer for stream. Jinxie, what are you up to in the next week?
Well, I have a D&D group that I run on Saturdays. We don't stream, but we have YouTube VODs if anyone is interested
I'm in
in
it.
those. Yeah, Tetcher, he plays in it. Our friend Bahamut in chat plays in it. A bunch of lovely people do. If anyone's interested in that, I can post a link in the Tetcher Discord
Ooh.
after this session.
It's very fun. I play an Australian voiced artificer. It's very weird.
Are you DMing this, Jinxie?
I am
Yes.
DMing it.
Nice.
Alrighty.
All right, I'll throw that in the D&D session of Tetris Discord. We're on episode 5 or 6, but you can
Something
catch
like
all
that.
the
I wasn't in the last
the VODs.
one, but I've been in all
Yeah.
the others. Hooray.
all the
Alright.
VODs on YouTube.
And follow on Twitter, of course.
Oh yeah, and follow on Twitter, Jinxie Cat. That's me. It's mostly just memes and Arthas.
Kendrick. Internet,
Yeah,
for
thanks.
starters.
Okay, so tomorrow I'm going to get a new connection because so far I've had cable, didn't really work out too well, but now I'm getting like a nice normal DSL connection. So hopefully, fingers crossed, tomorrow we're gonna have stable internet. Looking forward to that. Other than that, I'm going to be playing some Resident Evil 2 remake. I was actually going to do that on the weekend, but no internet, so I'm quite thrilled about that. And thank you guys for watching this great show. the HDC, as I still like to call it.
That's what it's
Having
called.
such a blast. Honestly, it's so cool to hang out with you guys and just go through these adventures. And I can't wait to see where this journey takes us.
All right, and Faye.
I'll mostly be streaming this week. I'm actually going to be streaming HOTS again while I try and figure out what game I want to play, because I'm in a similar boat as Corin, that no other games are really like doing it for me. So
It's quite hard. I'm in a similar situation. It's really hard to play a game for about 5-6 years, and then suddenly switch to something else. It's a hard period for everyone in that situation. So yeah.
Later today, gonna be streaming a Call of Cthulhu campaign that me and Corin are both in.
Oh, fun!
Wednesday, I'll be streaming our other D&D session, our other D&D group that we're in.
Is that on your channel? Because I've never seen Call of Cthulhu. I've never seen it played.
Yeah. I'll be streaming it tonight as long as we're playing. As far as I know, we're playing.
What time is that?
9 Eastern.
9 Eastern?
What time is it there now?
It's almost 5, so it's
I will be
5 Central now.
I'll be super asleep, but
So like 3 hours,
If
like
there
3.5
are VODs,
hours.
if there are VODs, I will try and catch them because I've never seen Call of Cthulhu played, and I want to.
Yeah, we've been doing Call of Cthulhu tonight. Wednesday, we have our other D&D game, and then we might be playing another D&D campaign on Friday that Casanova is the DM for.
D&D for life.
So, lots of D&D, lots of streaming.
Alrighty. So everyone, thank you all
Which
very
my stream
much.
is
Oh yes.
Twitch TV/Pay14.
I mean, we can go through them all now. So, Jinxie is Jinxie Cat on Twitter, spelled the same as underneath her. Faye's Twitter is FayeHots, and the Twitch is Faye14. Crowan is Crowan on Twitter and Twitch, and Kendrick is Kendrick Swish, as spelled underneath him on Twitter and Twitch. Crowan's camera has died. But that's good timing, because we are about to end. So he's just gone. Fair enough. All right. See you later, everyone. Thank you all very
Bye,
much for watching.
guys. Thanks so much.
We will see you
Peace.
next Monday. Laters.